Hello everyone, I'm just about ready to get started. Switch to the next scene. There we go. I think my recording device accidentally disconnected. I think we're good now. So welcome Chris, welcome Tron. We'll give a special shout out to Ch2. It looks like they followed between streams. So let's talk about the goals for, I'm gonna say the chapter, not today's session, the chapter. Chad, I want to break the game. That's what it comes down to. You know, it's kind of like when we were playing East 4, we had like the introductory section. You know, we got to our first boss, and then I said, yeah, let's go break the game. I think I'm ready to try exploiting the game a little bit. Now, I will say, I think I missed an opportunity to skip the first boss of the game. I'm really sorry, chat. I didn't think about it, and I should be thinking about it going forward. You know how that boss was like really slow and tedious? Well, I looked at the... I didn't watch. I looked at what the times were to complete this game, chat. Do you have any idea how fast people beat this game in speedruns? Chat, if you said sub 40 minutes, you would be right. So there is no way they did that first boss. That first boss was like 6 minutes. No way. No way they did that boss. So we're going to be looking for ways to kind of clip out of bounds a little bit. At minimum, I want to clip through a wall, even if I don't go straight out of bounds. Oh yeah, they definitely skipped the game, for sure. So I think now that we have another character, I think I could try some stuff that kind of worked in Lacrimosa. I was testing it just before the stream, and it looked promising, but we don't quite have like the finished piece de resistance. I believe the term is. Oh yeah, no, they're done. No, they're done in sub-hour. I think the glitch list was like 3.5 hours, which is very interesting. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump to the game. Let's go boot it up actually. So I found something when I was playing Lacrimosa. So those that may or may not be aware, I originally wanted to do a speed run of Lacrimosa because I was very much interested in it. The problem with it is that one of the mandatory tricks was just way too difficult for me. Like, legit, I could not get this trick in like 100 attempts. Like, it was painful. At one point, I even tried using like keyboard and controller to improve the consistency of it, and I got it once in like 6 hours of attempts. And I'm like, at that point, I might as well just play the game. Like, I just cannot land this starting trick. And it's such a shame, because all the tricks after it are honestly not that hard. But the main trick to set up the entire speedrun is just impossible. But in doing so, I did learn some things about the swap mechanic, which I think existed in Lacrimosa, but no, definitely exists in Monstrum, having tested it. So let's go ahead and jump into the game. I think it is this one. Yeah. Also, I deleted some of these autosaves. Seriously, why are there so many autosave slots? It was driving me crazy, chat. So I'm gonna load into this one. I don't want to load my autosave. Taking you over 40 hours and still not done. Oh, they skip everything for sure. I knew pretty much when I started. I had a feeling they skipped all of the random battles except for maybe the first one. So I want to show you something, chat. We gotta get somewhere where it's easier to show it. I need somewhere where I'm not constantly transforming, which is kind of annoying because most of this area is constant transformation. The downside of coming back after a while. Also, I think I'm gonna get rid of that mini-map zoom. I honestly don't find that useful, and I hit it by accident all the time. Okay, I just need somewhere to go. Maybe if I go up here, I could showcase it better. Seriously? Okay, where is there not a lip in this area? I just want to show something. Maybe over here is fine. We'll jump a little bit to save our meter. Alright, there we go. So, one observed thing from when we were playing before, and this exists in Lacrimosa as well. See how, like, you know, we jump and we fall, you know, relatively quickly. You might notice I get more airtime if I swap. Right? That's step 1. Step 2. Let's use our meter a little bit. You might notice that when I'm in the air and I'm swapping, I still regen meter. So that's step 2. Let's talk about step 3. So the game lets you assign multiple buttons to the same control. What if you put evade and change on the same button? I think we can all agree I am going really, really slowly downwards. And during this process, I'm regenning meter. So I have infinite wall run. I have infinite wall run, chat, as far as I'm concerned. Although I'm really disabling that. I hate that I keep doing that because I'm like leaning into the stick to hit the button. Where is it? I'm getting rid of it. I'm done with it. No, remove. If I need to resize, I'll do some other button. I find that so annoying. So now we could climb areas we're not meant to go up to, potentially, and we could regen meter while doing so. Right? So this is a big mobility change. So I'm thinking with these combinations of things, we're gonna reach areas we are definitely not meant to go to. So the other thing to consider for how somebody would do a speedrun in an hour is that one of these walls that we see cannot be solid. Now, I'm not gonna look for it in this run because presumably I missed the boat, as it were. There's somewhere else I could have gone. So let's take a look at the map. I imagine what happens is if you could go from a high area to a low area with that exploit to kind of hover, I think you could probably get to areas you're not supposed to. So I have a feeling to get to Shantytown, they didn't do any of the plot. I'm just letting you know, chat. My theory is they didn't do any of the plot. So they probably skipped the tutorial. I don't even think they went here, because this is too slow. I don't feel like they did the agricultural district. I think they went straight to Shantytown to advance the plot. So they probably did the other thing I was showcasing the other session, which is if you jump. If you jump and attack, you kind of get that extended aerial. This is probably what they did before they got access to the other character. So this is probably still important to do, because it gives us some good overall distance. But now, look how far my single jump can reach. So, the nice thing is that I could very quickly swap characters. The downside to this is I don't really have a good way to parry, in case I actually want to fight something. So I'm gonna leave this on my control, because there's no downside to leaving it like this for me, other than that I don't have a dedicated evade button. So yeah, that's the only downside. I could set up my controller to handle this, to try to let it take a keyboard input. That's why I put a W here, and I've been kind of thinking about it if I want to do it that way. Unfortunately, I can't assign multiple buttons to the same action, but I could assign multiple keyboard there, which is kind of unfair, so keyboard gets a big advantage over controller for this one. But for now, we'll leave it as is. I don't need to evade. So anyway, let's actually advance the plot. And our goal, chat, is to do something out of logic in this session. Hello, Calvisha. We're showcasing our new tech, where if I just want more meter while running, if I mash it really quickly... Oh, why was I not able to run there? Oh, can you not, like, multi-run?
Let's go. Leave it to me. Here I go.
Oh, you kind of can.
Let's go. Here I go.
Yeah, as long as I have to have a jump. Okay, okay. I'm learning. I'm learning. But hopefully you're doing well, Calvisha. So anyway, let's see where the plot is. Cool, I can mark it. I didn't use marking last time. Let's go ahead and use it now. Okay, so we're in the underground waterway. Again, our goal is to burn our skill meter as much as possible. And now we're going to be looking for ways to get out of bounds. / go places we're not supposed to go.
I think we can scale that wall using my gift.
So the game is still talking to us, so we haven't exploited it yet. When the game gets confused, it's a good sign. So let's be on the lookout, chat. I'll consider today's session a success if I go somewhere I'm not supposed to with this glitch. I don't know if we'll go out of bounds necessarily, but I definitely feel like we could reach things we're not supposed to. Let's see what the white cat says. Following this should take us to the prison. Seems like we have a few tough customers to deal with on the way, though. I'm not fighting. Listen, I don't need to fight. There's gonna be enough forced encounters if I play the game normally. Is this gonna teach me about damage types? Is that what she's gonna talk about? Will you be alright? Adol, don't be so condescending. She's better than you. Time to see what you got up close. Try not to let us down. This would be nothing compared to the Grimwald, at least. That aside, I doubt your sword could do much against a hard shell foe like that. Okay, so this is the damage type tutorial. I had a feeling. So there is a kind of, I'm not gonna say weapon triangle, but I know there's slash damage, there's bludgeoning, and I believe there's pierce, if we're going off of Lacrimosa. Press circle to switch the player character. Way ahead of you, tutorial. Oh, we know about switching between offense and defense. I like to leave them in defense if I'm looking to avoid damage before a big fight. And I'll probably leave them on defense for the most part. Unless I want to get free kills, then I'll leave them on offense. Slash strike pierce, that's the confirmation. And it just displays that if you get that meter below, or is it below or slightly above their health bar, it'll indicate if you hit a weakness. So that's good to know. Interesting music. So anyway, chat, it's time to try to take advantage of what we have.
Leave this to me, Adol. I can break their defenses.
Oh. Not being able to evade there is kind of annoying, actually. Or, you know, you can just flash guard on demand. It's fine. Listen, chat, I don't even have the evade button. Didn't matter. Just parry him. Play like Onimusha. I was gonna say, was Calvisham impressed? Just raw wake up parry? I'm like, don't tempt me, game. I will parry you. I love to parry.
It's amazing. Balduke has such huge tunnels beneath it. We can use my gift to reach higher areas. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Oh, I'm sure it will, but not in the way the game intends. The question is, where should we go and where does the game not want me to go? This is the question I'm asking myself. Okay, so they have a strength against us, but it doesn't matter because we're dumb. Oops. Oh, that is a place I could go into. Interesting. Calvisham's impressed. That's good. So yeah, I have a lot of horizontal momentum potentially. Unfortunately, moving around is causing me to get hit because I don't have the evade button. Evade is extremely useful. Star Grimoire attained. Nice. I don't know what that is, though. No more monster parts. 29 azure petals. Is it gonna explain? Oh, there it is. Learn skill. Shooting star. That's a lot of SP.
Leave it to me.
Okay. No, you don't.
Oh, no. It gave me a horizontal travel skill? On this character? Oh, that was a big mistake. That was a big, big mistake from the game. Oh, no, chat. We are definitely going out of bounds soon. Like, it just gave me, like, the tool needed to make distances. Oh, no. That's unfortunate for the game. Fortunate for me, though. Yeah, it is kind of a shame, because, evading is probably my preferable way to dodge, but if I have to parry, I'll parry.
Leave it to me.
Oh, oops. I ran out of jumps there, chat, if you're wondering what happened. So far I don't think I'm missing anything. So there's the plot. I evaded it in midair. Are you serious? Okay, that is too good, chat. That is too good. That is way too good. I can't believe that worked. That's so cheesy. That is so cheesy. Oh, can I not do anything from here? That's a shame.
Something's there.
Oh, wait, I don't think I could go there. How did he get further up than I did? That feels kind of unfair. I might use healing items here, because again, I'm going to take a lot more damage since I lost one of my best evasion tools. So that's kind of expected. Okay, so the other thought, chat, of how they destroy the game, there has to be something I can zip to with Addle's ridiculous teleport move. Like, essentially, if I can find something I'm not supposed to be able to reach, but due to the fact that I can hover teleport, I can get in range of it, I think we could clip through some walls.
Treasure chest.
Shield earring acquired. Oh, I don't even have armor yet. Wow. That's fine. Like, see, like, you just need, like, one more skill. I think, like, if you get one more skill, when he teleports like that, I bet there's a way to clip through that wall. And I don't think I have what I need so far. So I have a feeling Eagle, or whatever his dumb name is, will probably give us flight at some point, and that'll be when the game truly breaks. But we're going to be on the lookout to see what the other characters offer. Like, I don't know what Doll would offer, for example. Also, what is with this room? So I can make it up onto these statues, but I don't think that really helps us do anything. Actually, how many uses does she need for this to improve? 139? But it's so expensive. Oh, it's gonna be so annoying to level. Might be better just to level the other skill at this rate then. Is an acceptable one. So far we're still following where it wants us to go. I haven't really seen a good place to kind of clip out of bounds. Or at least clip through stuff I'm not supposed to. This feels like a boss arena.
There's something here.
We'll take this in case I feel like playing the game legit. Let's go this way.
There's something here.
I know there's something here. Can I... Okay, so imagine down there is plot. So if I don't hit the floor, is it possible to hit that wall without activating any plot? I'm just trying to see. Because the other thing is if I could somehow get up there, is there somewhere I can run to clip out of the conversation? Because I imagine once I touch the floor, it's going to want me to do something, which I don't really want to do. Which I probably want the evade button on, but it's fine. So let's see what the cutscene actually wanted. Oh, I didn't parry. Adult, please go on to offense. Oh, new attack. I wasn't sure what it was doing. That was a bit unfortunate. That's pretty straightforward. Shadow Mantle acquired. Okay. Consecrated tools, part of what effects, select sacraments. Okay, so it's like the tools in the other game. Idle to heal anywhere? Oh wait, this is actually pretty worth getting. You know what, chat? I just had a horrible idea. I'm so sad I didn't try this before the boss battle, but now I'm really curious about something. Hold on, chat. There was one area I didn't think about. And we'll go back to our regularly scheduled dungeon crawling.
Let's go.
Was there something in the entrance I missed? I didn't actually explore the entrance that thoroughly. How far away from the entrance can you zip to that? Wow, you can zip pretty far, chat. I'm just saying. Yeah, so it's more like there's something else we have to do in order to get considered, I think. So, because I was trying to figure out what the zip distance was. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I feel so stupid. I think I know what to do. Oh, that's so dumb. Oh, hey, chat, hold on. No. I think I figured out how they zipped. That entrance has solved a big riddle for me. So there's no way they did that boss, as I said before. So let's go up here. Game, please. I think I figured out why it wasn't working. So the problem is that my camera angle wasn't steep enough. So all I have to... Game, please. All I have to do is make this jump while angling the camera up. I think that's literally it. I think they're meant to not allow you to zip unless you're looking upwards, which is not something I really thought of prior to this moment. But I'm like... But the problem is, like, I have to get the right distance compared to them. And also the big problem is this game really is not letting me wall run, which is quite annoying, I might add. Like, there, why was I not wall running? Game, please. You're making this so much more harder than it has to be. So I just gotta slow down our fall speed a little bit. But it's like, getting the right camera angle is gonna be tricky. The problem is the camera wants to reset. Is there a way to get it to not do that? Yeah, what if I tell it... Yeah, horizontal, I don't care. If I tell it to do this... Alright, so not as steep of an angle. Something like this might work. Yeah! Yeah, let's go! Yeah! Did it! Figured it out. Genius tier. Oh my gosh, that was gonna bother me all stream if I didn't clip through something I wasn't meant to. All stream, chat. I would have been thinking about that on every boss battle. There we go. We now know how they do it. Hell yeah. Out of logic. Let's go. I don't even know what you're supposed to do to get over here, but it's cool. Yeah, there we go. So every time we see one of these, we can really exploit the game. Now, I won't use it to skip whole dungeons, at least not yet anyway. But I wanted to prove that you could do it. And actually, I don't mind a really weak autocorrect, maybe. Yeah, let's leave it on weak autocorrect for now. So it's the camera that fought us. It now makes sense. Oh, look at the options. Put on weak autocorrect. So there we go. So we're doing stuff out of logic. Let's go. Something's there, Adel. It's called exploits. We did it. Goal of the chapter accomplished. Oh, I didn't parry it correctly. That's a shame. That looks kind of oh. I was gonna say, that looks kind of annoying to get to, as you're not supposed to do that. So that means I skipped the plot, sort of, and I could go backwards.
Can you take this at all?
Yeah, we gotta get our skills up so I can get more uses out of the character. Wait, what? So remedy acquired, nice. Yeah, now we can explore.
Let's go.
So landmark could be useful for later.
Something's there.
New location discovered. Stream the soothing light. I was thinking about it from the previous session because I was thinking, like, sometimes I zipped and sometimes I didn't, and it seemed like I could zip to it from quite a distance away. Rise potion acquired. Probably a revive. I don't really need it. To be real with you, we're playing on normal. I shouldn't need it basically ever.
There's something here.
So there we go, chat. We could have skipped a boss. We just allowed the game to give us a free item. This is how I view it. But technically, we could have skipped the first tutorial. I don't know what that would have done to the game. Okay, we need to make our skills a little cheaper. So let's get some plot in. An adventurer? Come to think of it, I've heard customers mention Adol the Red before. That must be how Carla knew so much about you. Yeah, it is pretty useful anyway. Yeah, that's kind of the downside. Since I haven't played the game before, I don't really know what bosses should be skipped versus can be skipped. Right? Like, I could skip a lot, but if I don't know the game well enough, I might end up needing an item I skipped previously. So that's why I'm really hesitant to do it too often. But hey, that was proof we could have skipped the boss, so at least one boss could have been skipped on this stream, for sure. He's been looking out for me ever since we're kids, you know. He'd help me with school, teach me how to cook, play with me whenever I wanted. But ever since I started helping out at the store... ... You still love her, don't you? Don't you want to be a merchant? Oh, Adol. I'm gonna go with you still love her. Oh, of course. I just love looking at the store, too. It's just... The Pendleton, the bottom line is always #1. I get why that's the case, but I want to work at a place where people smile because they mean it. Same goes for the customers too, of course, but I think the best employee is a happy one. Why not change the company from within? Why don't you open your own shop? Actually both of these are probably okay. We'll ask if she could change the company.
In that case...
Huh? I can't do that. Company policies are a long-standing tradition. Try out these advanced tactics? Chat, listen, this is not our first rodeo, okay? We know about Flash Guard and Flash Move, it's fine. Well, for people that are uninitiated, Flash Move gives you increased mobility, aka the dodge roll, and Flash Guard makes all my attacks do a lot of damage. So technically I should be fishing for Flash Guard if I just want boss fights to end instantly. You can Flash Guard and evade simultaneously. In fact... Wait a minute.
Let's go.
Does this work?
Leave it to me.
You missed me.
Switch.
Here I go.
Come on, guys. You have to actually hit me for me to test this.
Here I go.
I don't think that works.
Leave it to me.
No, it doesn't work. Okay, I was curious if you put them all on the same button, what would happen? I think if evade wasn't there, it would work. Yeah, you get like 1 frame of evade. I don't think that'll work for me. It's fine. We'll go back to manual usage.
There you go. They're open.
Oh, too early.
There you go.
So this idling in dungeon should heal me. Why am I not healing? Oh, do I not have it equipped? I don't have it. No, I did have it equipped. Is it because adults? Oh no, I was recovering health, I guess. It just took a really, really long time after I stopped idling, or stopped moving. Yeah, it's kind of useful. This is a treasure chest, we'll get into in a second. It's the price of messing around. So how do I reach that? I gotta go up there. It does take a while to get started for sure. Oh, so I can't zip to that one because it's parallel with me. Okay. See, we're learning how they tried to not have exploits, but you know, we're on to it now, chat. So anytime we see something funky like that going forward, I think we can exploit some stuff. I missed a chest somewhere. Where was the other chest?
Switch.
Game, please. Huh? I think the big problem I'm having with this is concept of where levels are, because the map is a little flat. Is it on the other side of this? Like, way on the other side? Yeah, it is. Okay. I got a little confused. Yeah, this is where it was. Okay. I found it eventually, Chan. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely forgot how to do the EX/flash skill while I was fighting the boss. If you were curious, I did actually forget what the input was. I figured it out eventually, but my brain was like, what button is it? I'm like, are you tempting the parry god? Get out of here.
Something's there.
Oh my gosh, the something's there is gonna get to me, chat. This happened when I played games like Persona Q, where they never stop emoting.
This thing is really high. I wonder if there's anything up there. Can you take this at all? Here I go!
Oh, it's slightly too early.
Is that a monolith?
It is a monolith. Nice, leveled him up. I'm not a big fan of the lock-on skill so far. Maybe I'll find more use for it later. We'll see. Wait, where is this treasure chest? Oh, it might be up here.
Let's lead it to me.
Or not. What? Oh, I understand. As I said before, because this game is now a lot more vertical, this mini-map is not as useful as some of the other ones are. Like, normally this is not a big problem, but when they're so densely layered like this, I am actually having some trouble identifying where they are relative to me. Warrior Steel, if I remember, is actually pretty strong. Yeah, it gives us the extra skill up. So you can use that for another character if we get them. Again, we gotta be spamming those skills for sure. Now I'm having the... Oh, there. I think I see it. Oh, hello, enemy. That's kind of a rude enemy placement, to be honest with you. Also, chat, I recover SP while I'm doing this. Wow, this really is going to be exploitable. This is actually legit going to be so exploitable. Because think about it this way. I don't really lose that much height with skills, and now I can regen it while flying, essentially. Yeah, that's very silly. But yeah, let's just full explore since we're here. I still have all those healing items. I know something's there, guys. It's fine. I understand. Let's take a break. Oh, to the save point. Okay, chat. I feel better. So we found one boss skip. We figured out how to zip through. So we did both of my dreams, technically. Imagine this is not skippable. We'll just let the cutscene play. Can't imagine.
This is a really big room. Wait, something's coming.
Another boss battle? Maybe they do skip this boss battle then. It's fine. Oh, he missed me. I wanted him to hit me. Well, glad I leveled. This guy's kind of tanky. What was the parry timing on that? Oh my gosh, this character is so unkillable. Oh, that doesn't do damage. Oh, maybe that's why I can't parry it. That does damage though. Alright, so that's max. So I just gotta level up Shooting Star. We could do that. Wow. Chat, I dunked on him. This character is a little silly, chat. I'm gonna just state, a little silly.
We managed to beat it.
I like how she's like out of breath. I think I got hit once the whole boss battle. Like White Cat, it wasn't that hard. We kind of dumpstered him when I figured out the finisher.
I've never seen the monsters down here before. They sort of remind me of the ones in the Grimwald Nox, though. But how could that be?
That's what I want to know. None of you know about this. Say that's what I want to know.
It's strange. I had no idea all this was right beneath our feet. And I've lived in this city my entire life. That was a close call. I wonder what that monster was. It wasn't like the Lemiris.
Chat. Was it a close call? Was it? Let's be more honest with ourselves here. So there's a story destination. There's a door over here. Let's go this way for now. Think it will fill the XP gauge. That's what I was trying to do, game. Don't tell me about flashcard. Where are we now? Looks like we're out of the waterway at least, but... This place looks familiar. It's the prison. What do you mean this place looks... Adol, you know you're going to the prison. It appears to be the same cell block of the prison you were locked up in before. Still doing okay? We made it into the prison. Why are we asking if she's okay? Listen, Adol. Adol, she could fly around at the speed of sound. She does not care about things like walking short distances. We did? So they really were connected. Knowing where we are is actually making me a bit more nervous, though. What's the plan from here? Adol has no plans.
You must leave the prison before the guards catch wind of your escape.
Thank you, flashback to our previous session.
I hope that one day we'll meet again.
Let's find the cell I was held in. We should investigate the area first. I don't know why we would tell her to go to this one. Let's just say to investigate. I think that makes more sense. Got it. Let's try to keep a low profile while we look around. Translation, I will kill everything that comes in front of me, basically. Okay.
Watch out for those guards. We can use our gifts to sneak.
Where are they hiding?
They managed to shake the guards off somehow. Oh, that's kind of annoying. It really is like a semi-stealth section. Speaking of which, I forgot to check if the other area, if I managed to get every treasure. Oops. Can I go back and check that? That's fine.
Where are they hiding?
I want to check that before we go too far. What treasures have I missed, if any? I need to get into that habit while playing this game. I missed one treasure. Are you serious? Really? I don't even know where it would be. At least we can warp to the different points of the dungeon, but I'm not even seeing, like, vaguely where it should be. I mean, I guess we didn't find anything in that room. Maybe there's something up there. I'm just gonna take a quick look. Because I know you do get things for completing all treasures. At least in Lacrimosa you did, so it is kind of worth our time. Then again, there is that two-way split. Be useful later. Also, game, please. Wanted to go this way. It's possible something is up here. I'm checking down here just to make sure. Oh, there's like a little pathway under there. Wait a minute, what's that? You could go very suspiciously far for that, chat. I'm like, if we had some kind of glide skill, I think I could make that with the exploit. As is, I don't have enough horizontal momentum for it. To go underneath, I mean. Is there a way to show multiple levels? No. So I can't distinguish what floors I haven't seen. That's kind of a shame. I really don't know where that other treasure is, like, even remotely. Oh, there's an invisible wall there. Okay, maybe it'll block me in some scenarios. But yeah, I'm not even seeing vaguely where it would be. Unless it's like on an upper level somewhere in here, which I guess could be possible.
There's something here.
We'll try it once. It's kind of a weird spot to put a treasure if it's in here. Do we need to test it now? What's the worst that could happen? Something like that. We really need this skill to become cheaper. It's very good. Take that, butterflies. So as I said before, you recover your spell meter while doing this. Huh. I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Why did that pop up on the map before? Weird. I mean, in my defense, chat, I found it eventually, but I feel like that should have been revealed to me earlier. Is it just me? Like, I feel like I was definitely there. Or whatever. It's fine. We'll live.
There's something here.
There's always something there. Now, question. Oh, is it because I went over here I was able to see it? That's kind of funny. Maybe that's what happened. I just got close enough there. Yeah, because like it otherwise looked like I explored the area, which had me confused. Speaking of confused, I think I gotta go this way for it, right? Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. I dislike platforming in this game. Game, please. Also, I got really disoriented where I was. Yeah, let's just go along here for a second. 600 gold. This is marginally more worth it, I guess. Okay, so we just removed 5 SP from Shooting Star. That's actually pretty huge. So I think now we could do 3 of them. So I could do the grounded version, which is a good mobility skill, into the finisher. And still have enough for other skills. Alright, fine. Let's figure out what the game wants. So it puts us up here. I'm assuming the story thing is up the stairs somewhere.
Switch. Leave it to me.
Come on, game. There we go.
Yeah.
So it wants us to go here. You okay there, White Cat? No. White Cat, you okay? You just gotta hold still on the platform. It'll be fine, White Cat. It's fine. You know what? I'm not... Oh. What do you mean I've been spotted? What? What? Where were they that I got spotted? What? I mean, I guess I'll do the plot. I just felt a little weird there. Inmate 212. Oh? Well, those aren't outfits you see every day. Take it you're not from around here. Wouldn't happen to be those monstrums everybody's talking about. Crimson King, who is this man? You're the same as ever. Thanks again for the fork. We'll say thanks again for the fork. Oh, don't tell me. Well, no, I never would have guessed. We really honestly don't look that different. There's nothing short of astounding, almost like magic. Are you sure this is okay? Revealing your true identity? It would seem the trick is on the other foot this time around. Do you mean the shoe? Exactly what happened after you broke out. You always possessed this power. You relay the entire story of how things have played out to inmate 212 in full detail. I see. Adol, was it? You must be that adventurer the guards keep gossiping about. Allow me to introduce myself in turn. My name is... Parks. Glad to see you're doing well, revealing your name at last, huh? Let's jab at him a little bit for revealing the name. Well, it'd be rather rude of me not to, given the circumstances, no. Surprised you returned to the prison at all, much less to investigate it. Let me tell you now that getting a full picture of the place will be far from easy. You're telling me there's guards that seem to spot me from like 1,000,000 miles away. What makes you say that? Just getting here was hard enough already. Oh, White Cat, it was so easy. This prison's interior features a complex layout of securely locked sectors that I'm sure if you somehow clipped out of bounds would somehow result in us going to a final dungeon of some sort. Actually, this is a good point. Having not played the game before, where do I think the final dungeon is? I mean, I guess it could be the prison, or at least one of the final dungeons will be the prison, because we're only in one cell block, so it's possible there's like a basement, quote-unquote, to the prison, and that's where the big stuff is, because you know how those things go. So, if this area is where the final dungeon is, this would make a lot of sense in how they beat it in under an hour, I'm just saying. Like, I'm like, that kind of makes sense. They probably just, if they don't have story triggers coming here, that means they could explore the rest of the prison and probably get to wherever the exit is. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind for now. Even the gods themselves have difficulty traveling between them. How can you recognize this? Our hair is blue in full detail. I ran up and down to church and then I rapid switched with White Cat so we could fly. I know. We're not quite the storyteller as Sea Mother though, unfortunately, so we're not gonna woo him with our short stories. With that in mind, I can only imagine how much harder it would be for you. And what should we do now? As you may know, Baldock Prison once operated as a fortress. There may yet remain a good many escape routes to the outside. Owing to that, if I were to guess, the underground passage you snuck in was one such route. So you mean we'd have to find those other ones and try sneaking in again? It would appear so. Sounds like fun. This won't be easy. We'll say sounds like fun. Schloop indeed, chat. You think so? Certainly wouldn't have expected any less from a self-proclaimed adventurer. Parks, right? Do you have some sort of agenda here in the prison too? It's just, well, you seem to have gathered a fair bit of information. Krisha, don't point out any loopholes or plot holes. Don't do it, White Cat. Well now, aren't you a perceptive one, miss? Krisha Pendleton. Ah, from the company. A different air about you from the rest of your family. Even more so if you're colluding with an escaped felon in a place like this. Well, that's because, no need to be so nervous. You've been doing this because you have to. No, you're here on no one's accord but your own. I can see it in your eyes. Yes, that's right. Same goes for me. Came to this prison seeking the whereabouts of a friend. You did? Who is it you're looking for? Is that why you got arrested? Let's ask who he's looking for. A young man who I've been unable to get a hold of for quite some time now. This is the last place he should be, but I've heard reports stating as much nonetheless. Couldn't understand how or why. There's no crime he could be guilty of, after all. Have you managed to find him yet? In a sense. Apparently he's being held in a different sector. But I'm afraid I'm at my limit as far as investigating this place goes. Why don't you break out with this? Why don't you work for us then? We're not gonna ask him to break out. Ask him to work for us. Work with you, the Monstroms. ... as he contemplates. It certainly sounds preferable to breaking out if you're on my own. But are you sure about this? I don't have powers like the two of you. Oh, please don't let this be an escort mission. You make up for it in reliability with all of our roles to play. We'll say the first one. That sounds a little less condescending. Suppose that's about much as I can hope for. Parks, listen, we need to build a base. We need you to meet a man named Dogi and populate the base. We're recruiting survivors, aka inmates, in this game, I guess. Very well then. I suppose this isn't the first time you bailed me out, as it were. Can I count on the two of you to escort me out of this prison? Of course. Hope we don't instantly leave. That would actually kind of annoy me. Wow, you could break locks now? Just like that? No forks required anymore, it seems. Now then, lead the way, you two. It's time I took a stand myself. Thank you for stopping by, Try. We're having the great escape now. Yours is just a bit part. I mean, you're not wrong. That sound. It's the warning bell. Seems they've caught on to our little scheme. There they are! Wait, you're the White Cat and Crimson King? How did you manage to break in? We gotta take care of them before we slip into the waterway. Let's go, Crimson King. Oh, they're already dead. That was awkward. Ugh, too strong. Why are the Monstroms helping a prisoner escape? Come on, now's our chance. Let's go. Yeah, they legit just got stomped. Adol and Christian managed to shake off the pursuing guards afterwards. They proceed to escort Parks over to the entrance of the Bloco Maxima. After safely making their escape, the three headed back to the base of the main gates. I actually don't want to continue the plot. I want to see what else we can do in the prison. But we might not get another chance. We'll see. Looks like the Crimson King and the White Cat snuck into prison. And our money total didn't go up? This is so insulting. We're still at 8534. The Crimson King, huh? He's that new monstrum that showed up, yeah? I guess that means they really are in cahoots after all. Precocious girl. Everyone's always talking about how cool he looks. I wouldn't mind meeting him sometime. All that aside, the fact of the matter is they're breaking inmates out of the prison. Housewifey woman. What an awful fright. Who knows what kind of criminals those monstroms are freeing? Just what is the Roman garrison doing about all this anyway? As usual, the Hieroglyph Knights are the only ones we can depend on. Master Shadowlord, I had to think about, I hope I said that right, it's been a while, would have rounded up those monstroms all at once. Makes you wonder why the knights aren't in charge of guarding the city instead. Game, I know you really want me to do plot.
So that's what happened in the prison.
But I want to go back to the prison.
Anyhow, Adol, take a look at all this. I get that it makes it less conspicuous for us to be coming and going with people here.
I love that Dogi is just for some reason the most ridiculous craftsman. Like, for those that didn't see Lacrimosa, he built like an entire base. Like, he built a tower, homes, all the, like a smithing place, and now he just got a bar. Dogi's so ridiculous, chat.
But I'm not especially excited about the whole hiding in plain sight idea. A bar of all things. He might play the part of a quiet old man. That Parks, gets the job done.
But he's so reliable, he's definitely not your average guy. We'll say he's not your average guy.
Yeah.
You think? There must be more to him than he's letting on. Well, it will make it easier to gather information from the booze hounds.
Nonsense. I couldn't have done it alone. Carla from Pendleton was of great help. And that was thanks to you, Adol.
Okay, it wasn't just Dogi alone. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't misconstruing a plot point. Okay, so it's multiple people.
That reminds me. Carla mentioned she knew trustworthy people who could staff the bar.
1 second, chat. I just want to check something. I was hearing kind of like an echo. I don't know if chat was hearing that. I'll keep an eye on it.
Is that so? I wonder who they are.
If I remember right, the bar manager was some guy. He should be here soon.
My word! Look at how gorgeous this place is!
I just want to make sure chat is not hearing an echo, correct? I still hear it to some extent. If so, I do apologize. There must be some tab open that I'm hearing. It's like slightly under their voice.
Wow, it really is.
Okay, I can live with it as long as chat doesn't hear it. It's fine.
You must be Adol.
Hello, eccentric man.
And a doll you certainly are. You're even cuter than I thought.
Doll?
Oh, Dogi. Of course I didn't forget about you. Those biceps are quite simply ravishing.
Am I supposed to know this character?
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ch2. From here on, I will be your lovely bar manager.
Okay, because the way he phrased that kind of confused me, but that's fine. I guess I know what he's going for.
Something else, maybe.
He is something else.
Maybe he's just what we need.
And I'm Yufa. I'll be your hostess. I can't wait to start working with everyone.
Ooh, she seems harmless at least.
Good. Now that we're all here, as manager, I wish to discuss the first order of business. Without one, a bar wouldn't be a bar at all.
And what's that?
My dear Adol, why don't you take a guess?
It's gotta have food, right? A bar has gotta have alcohol.
Oh no, but so close. The booze comes after we decide on the menu.
Why would you get food before? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, fine. I guess we're choosing the food.
Give up? The answer is simple. What the bar needs is a proper name.
Oh, that wasn't even a choice that it gave us. That's unfair.
You're right, Ch2. A name is important.
Don't worry. I picked out a perfect name just for you, Adol darling. Are you ready for this?
I hope it's not something inappropriate.
I heard you travel quite a bit, Adol. But because of your predicament, you're no longer able to do so.
Oh, you don't say.
You're a flower capable of planting your roots anywhere, no matter how barren or harsh. And when spring arrives, a cute, robust yellow flower will bloom.
You have a friend like this, Count Visham?
Soon after, it becomes a fluffy cloud of little seeds that float into the wind on a new journey. You, my dear Adol, are a dandelion. And that's what this bar shall be called.
I feel like when he called it Dandelion, that's not quite where I thought he was going with it, but I'm just thinking like, you're a dandelion, Adol, a weed to be plucked. Like, that's just, I don't think of it in like a positive sense most of the time, but sure.
I was aghast when Carla told me what happened to you, but I will do everything I can to help you float into the wind again.
Dandelion, huh? I like the sound of that.
You see, I was confident they'd be great. They're perfect for the job.
Yeah, I have to say, I was skeptical. but I think we'll be just fine.
Shantae is just dandy. That's pretty accurate.
I'm glad everyone's happy.
I'm not happy. I want to go explore.
By the way, Adel darling, I have a message for you from Carla.
Cool, I'm gonna go ignore that as soon as we're done talking. Hope you're okay with that, Shantae. Also, I think we just lost the best character. Oh, we're back here again. Le Petite Florist. The little flower, I'm assuming.
Oh, hello, Adol.
Do you need any help? What are you up to? We're gonna ask if she needs any help.
No, I don't! I mean, I'm sorry, but this is my job. The truth is, I've always wanted to open a flower shop.
Mr. Sir, did something happen? What? Did something happen? We just immediately... Oh, maybe it's florist. Maybe instead of flower. I mean... Yeah, whatever. I was close, chat. I just did a quick Google. I was very close. Why a flower shop?
Well, you see... I was relying on the White Cat's powers, hoping it would help people. But it wasn't helping anybody. Not truly. All this time, I was either hiding behind the Pendleton name or the White Cat. That's why I decided to do something. Not as a member of Pendleton, nor the White Cat, but as me, Krisha. I'm doing this for myself.
Takes a lot of courage. You're not afraid of the hard work. Wow. Wow, Adol. We'll say that takes a lot of courage.
Thanks. I built the shop and picked these flowers all by myself.
I mean, Calvisham, it did seem like she was mad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think she was supposed to be. Again, the game. We'll talk about the game writing, I think, at the end of the stream a little bit, but it definitely is a little all over the place at the moment. Because it's like we don't know enough of the characters to really understand some of the context of what they're saying. It feels like when we started the game, we started like midway through. Like these conversations are fine if you know the characters, but the problem is like we're going in really cold to a lot of them, so it's really hard to tell what they're talking about in some scenarios.
I wanted to give it a personal touch.
Yeah, it did come across as just mad, exactly.
And best of all, I can consult for my own business free of charge.
Color me impressed. I support your decision. We'll support the decision.
Thank you, Adol. Before this, everything I did was a result of a decision someone else made for me. But you're different, Adol. You travel on a road to your own destination. And if a road doesn't exist, you make one.
I was about to joke when she said you're different. I was gonna say you're very special, Adol, and she just rolls her eyes. But if a road doesn't exist, you make one just means I feel like she knows we clip out of bounds in universe chat. She knows we did some floor swimming in the previous games. That's what adventurers do. It's not as cool as you're describing. We're gonna say that's what adventurers do.
This one is special.
Yes. I think you've inspired me to be brave. Like you, Adol.
So unfortunately, I think now that she left the party, I don't have as great float techniques, which is kind of annoying.
Look, they're building something new here.
So I'm actually kind of bummed out we
opening
lost
shop
her.
Here?
I need basically any other party member, and then I think we're good.
Yes, ma'am. It'll be open for business very soon. I hope you'll all have a chance to visit.
Also, chat, as a reminder, I never upgraded our weapons at all. I could probably do that at some point, but I'm really not in a rush. As long as I just flash guard, it seems okay.
What kind of shop is it gonna be?
Oh my gosh, that voice though.
It's already a lovely sight for sore eyes in this dreary part of town.
Yeah, Adol is still using his starting weapon, as a reminder. I never bothered upgrading it. I love how the Pickard is like blocking the view to make it more dramatic.
Thank you for doing this, Adol. It seems this is just what she needed to finally take that first step. She's a smart girl with so much potential, but she's too kind for a place like Pendleton. The company's success is driven by sheer capital and steep profit margins. There's no need for her to be forced into that kind of environment.
Yeah, I was gonna say that voice actor. Really love your sister. You're right, she doesn't belong there? Wow. That would feel so awful to say. I'm gonna say she loves the sister.
It's merely a pragmatic observation. Despite her gentle nature and the fact that she's adopted, we're actually quite similar.
Krisha was adopted, you're not blood related? I was gonna say that's new.
Oh, I suppose I haven't told you. But whether or not we share the same blood is of little significance to me. I wouldn't treat her differently for something as trivial as that.
What will you do now? Thanks for helping the Dandelion. Nah, we're not gonna thank her. Listen, chat. We don't say sorry, we don't thank people. This is our rules as Adol.
It's business as usual for me.
Uh-oh, she's snooping as usual, chat.
Father depends on my work at Pendleton. It's my duty as his eldest to inherit the family business, after all.
Interesting. So this is the adventurer Adol Kristen.
I love she shot us and she's just like learning about us now. Again, it's the shoot first, learn about them later. Oh yeah, if we could burn the women and children, we would in this game for sure, chat. They would be on fire right now. I'd just be shouting fireball, and then they'd just be over. The generous white cat would hardly be seen again in the shanty town. Naturally, some of the residents expressed their resentment towards her, but the positivity of a single voice resonated over him. That voice belonged to Kirsha, cheerfully advertising the day's freshest arrangements. It was the first budding flower of many to come into shanty town. Exactly. Meanwhile, game, I really kind of want to go back to the prison. So I guess this is the point of view of the person that the other guy is looking for. Shiny thing. Mm-hmm. My head's killing me. How long have I been out? Wait, what? It's us? Looks like I'm in a prison cell. It's so quiet in here. Should take a look around. Well, I said I wanted to go back to the prison, but that was just kind of random. Oh, we have normal people jump height? That's so BS. Also reading Krista Grimm's thing. Harmony Despair flashbacks with Trout yelling fireball. How's it going? It's going fine. We found our first exploit, Krista Grimm, but unfortunately I can't show it, because I think we're in a flashback or something. There appears to be something shimmering on the floor. I know. The monkey paw curls a finger as I wish to be back in prison, but it's a flashback, so I can't do what I wanted to do. Adol extended his arm with all of his might, reeling the shiny object in with his fingers. Wire acquired.
You're finally awake.
Who are you? Where am I? Adol, why do you never know where you are? We're gonna ask who he is.
As you can see, I'm a guard.
His hat is very ridiculous, chat. Where in the prison am I? How long have I been here? We're gonna ask how long we've been here.
I'm afraid I don't know. I've just been assigned to watch you.
Need to speak with someone outside? What's going to happen to me? No, we're not gonna ask that question. We're to demand things.
Sorry, but I can't allow that. I'll bring you food and water, and I'll check up on you on my rounds. Don't try anything funny, okay? Even if you somehow get out of that cell, you'll never find your way out of the prison. Recently, some monstrum called the Crimson King supposedly snuck in.
Wait, this isn't a flashback? When did we get arrested? What? Okay, chat, remember how I said I was gonna wait till the end of the stream? What happened between the previous chapter and now? Excuse me? You can't just go, And then she opened up a flower shop, and oh, P.S. by the way, you got imprisoned again. You know, one of those things is slightly more important to focus some time on. Like, why did we get arrested again? Again, emphasis.
There was a big fuss about it, but we're safe here. No one gets in or out. We're in the most secure part of the prison, the special sector.
No, it's called the special sector. Chat's gonna have a field day with that one. Yeah, like, this feels really out of order. It just feels very weird. Chapter 2, The White Cat's Melancholy End. Well, I guess I'm not investigating the prison in this chapter. That kind of sucks. 107 Twilight Shard acquired. I don't know what those are, but we got them. A few days later. Game, you're kind of glossing over things. Did they not know we're arrested? What's happening? Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what? It said a few days later, right? Is it just skipping plot points? What was the point of us going to prison? Am I, like, misreading something? Chat, please correct me. So we went to prison as the Crimson King. We broke out this guy on the far left. Then the White Cat opened a flower shop. Then I went to prison. And now I'm back in the tavern. We're just gonna... What? Why was I in prison? Game. I'm not connecting the dots. You know, like normally when you connect the dots, it makes a nice little picture at the end. I've drawn like a squiggly. Like, what am I looking at? So, you must be the alter ego of the White Cat, huh? Don't take this the wrong way, but I was expecting someone more outgoing. So sorry to disappoint. I thought that if I talked a certain way, I might gradually become more like that. So that's why you sounded different. I also didn't think Adol would find out the way he did. I'm just happy that you felt comfortable enough to visit as is. Are we seriously not going to talk about us going to jail? It seems like kind of an important plot point.
What can this mean?
I don't know what it means. I'm actually really confused with the plot right now. So yeah, it is certainly a change, Chrisigrim. This bar was designed to be a secure location where monstrums can collaborate. The bar was designed... You guys just found an abandoned building. I mean, the word designed is very, very loose. But we literally just made this bar like 10 minutes ago in game, but sure. Well, just... Okay. You'll be safe here. Make yourself at home, where you can join the other NPCs we'll inevitably collect to build up our base. Thank you very much. I didn't know the prison was in such a rough state. You're telling me Adol's like in and out of jail. It's the revolving door of jail, chat. We'll need to find you guys a way to check out the other sectors. That's not all. New information to report. Not too long ago, I was digging through the list of prisoners for the past 6 months. Was it supposed to be a few days earlier? Was that supposed to be like a flash forward and this is a flashback? Did they accidentally write few days later when they meant before? Because that would make more sense. Like from a flow standpoint. I'm just saying, did they accidentally type that? Are we gonna end up in prison again in this chapter? Let's find out, I guess. I discovered that some people were detained despite having no charges. I mean, that's like literally half the people in the prison. They're arresting people who haven't done anything wrong. Those bastards. I wonder how many innocent people are there now. Currently, at least 5 that I know of. Still, that's too many falsely convicted citizens to be a simple faux pas. Your friend, is he one of them? Exclamation mark Dogi? I don't know if I have a command that does Dogi. Yes. What if we break into the prison? We might find him there. Oh, that's right. What do they look like? I'm afraid I don't know. but any information you can find could help. Adol, be on the lookout for anybody who looks like they might be one of them, okay? Heh, here I thought Balduke was supposed to be a safe place. Speaking of which, I hear one of the monstrums is particularly dangerous. Do you show us Dogi command? I mean, I could, I guess. He will supposedly attack anyone bearing a semblance of a warrior unprovoked. Oh, is that jerk Hawk or whatever his name is? I legit forgot his name, or Eagle. It's probably Hawk. Okay, it is Hawk. I said Eagle, I think, earlier, and then I realized, I think I was thinking of, like, Band of the Hawk from Berserk, and then I realized his name is probably Hawk. The Feral Hawk, right? Oh yeah, what's he like? Well, how to put this? He's aggressive and rowdy, with a bad temper to boot. He's not even afraid of the Roman soldiers or the hieroglyph knights. Jerk Hawk is acceptable. He's also especially unruly when he gets drunk. Now that sounds like the guy you lock up and drop the key into the ocean for. See, wow, Detective Dogi got right to the bottom of that case. Chatty, mystery solved. We know what to do with him now. Believe me, Warden Belger has been trying for a long time. The Warden is a virtuous man. Yeah. For the time being, Adol, your goal is to undo the barriers around the city. You should also search for other ways to sneak into the prison. I'm coming with you. Let's go, Adol. Oh, okay, good. We have the character swap. That's the most important thing. Chapter 3, The Feral Hawk's Fury. Okay, the only reason I want to get Hawk at some point, chat, is because he probably has a flight/glide command. And given everything else we have, we definitely could probably go out of bounds with this character. We already have like 80% of what we need to go out of bounds. Toki says, oh, Adol, I nearly forgot. There's something I wanted to show you. Uh-huh. Weird green flame. Mm-hmm. What's with the lantern? It's an antique lantern or something. We'll ask him about the lantern. It piques your curiosity, doesn't it? Funny story. Last night on my way home from the shop, a woman approached me. She was dressed in black. She said her name was Aperillis. I keep saying Aperillis, but I think it's just Aprilis. I think we went over this last time. Out of nowhere, she hands me this weird-looking lantern. The Lantern of Crossing, she called it. Said I could use it to help the Crimson King. Can it really help us with the lantern? We're gonna sarcasm him, chat. We're gonna say with the lantern. Hey, if what she said was true, then it must be able to. Grimwald Nox you were just talking about. It's like an alternate world monstrums are forced to fight in, right? Apparently, anyone, monstrum or not, could get into Grimwald Nox with this lantern. Oh, can I actually recruit Dogi? I missed Dogi already. So I figure, hey, what's there to lose? There's something I can use to help you, then it's all right in my book. Counting on you, Dogi. Reminds me of the Isle of Siren. Well, way to reference the previous game. I guess we might as well reference Lacrimosa. Yeah, it's just like the raid battles at Castaway Village, Dogi says as a thinly veiled stand-in for the game developers. Thank you. And that's not all it can do. This lantern can recreate instances of the Grimwald you've encountered in the past, just like the raid battles in Lacrimosa. If you think that's something you want to check out, come and see me. One last thing. Turns out there's a use for those Twilight shards you've been picking up. Honestly, I didn't even notice I picked them up until this game. I'm sure we picked them up earlier, I just didn't notice. With this lantern, you could exchange them for something that might come in handy. That about sums it up. Keep giving it the good fight out there, alright? I might as well check it out once. The Dandelion, a prime location for your hideout. Before you venture into your city, speak to your friends at the Dandelion first. Companions to support Alice Monstrum activities will gather Dandelion. More collaborators will join as the quests are completed, so we progress. As for help, receive rewards by speaking to them. They'll spend their time hanging with the Dandelion. Make the most of the Dandelion of the base of your adventure. Members of the Dandelion will provide support during Grimwald Nox battles. So, oh, Doki's only a support character. Boo. Check party member, companion skills under people tab, blah, blah, blah. We already know that. So let's investigate the lantern. Using the lantern to exchange for items and materials. Excess will be converted into shards at the end of the story segment. Full Nox stage by defeating lemurs and completing quests. So I could get some really good crafting material, but the problem is, I don't know what any of this means. Or I could just get a free level up, interestingly. Honestly, I don't think I really need the stat ups in this game. I think we're fine. So let's talk to other people. Oh, that reminds me, Adel. Dogi informed me that you're putting together a map of Balduke. Just so happens that I too am curious about the topography of this region as a whole. It'd be wonderful if you could share your progress with me every now and then. I don't mind it at all. What's in it for me? There we go. We're gonna do the bottom one. Merchant lantern thingy, exactly. I mean, we could get some useful crafting materials. I mean, grinding materials is not inaccurate, to be fair. But I guess we'll see as the game goes on. Right now, I don't think we could craft anything, so there's no point to it. How astute of you, Adel. Yes, I'm prepared to compensate you sufficiently for your efforts, of course. Were I not a fugitive and a clumsy clod, I'd not hesitate to lend you a hand. Alas, I must depend on you to gather information in the prison. Total explored, how much the Ball Cave surrounding area is explored, how much of the select area map, you 0 for every 10% of all luck you explore. Report to Dogi if Parks is unavailable. That's kind of ominous. Show map.
Let's see here. Impressive as always, Adol.
This map may very well be the paradigm for the cartography in the region.
I'd like you to have this.
I'm assuming that's a revive item. I really don't need those. Do show me your map again once you've gotten more progress. Best of luck, Adel. Okay, we'll just normal talk to him. Unjust incarcerations and the Hawk are both troubling matters. Despite that, we must persevere. I'd be out investigating myself if I wasn't a fugitive. Forgive me for being unable to share your burden, but you're the only one who can enter the prison. Apparently. We'll talk to Dogi. Give me a holler if there's something I could do. Ritual relics. Use materials to install and enhance relics to assist you in the battles. Craft relics to increase Safni durability or lure enemies. Okay, so he operates as the raid battle level up system. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna translate it to something I understand. You can also retry by talking to him. Reprisals will not type the Nox gauge. Enhance your rituals and aim for higher scores and ranks. So we can enhance. Destroying enemies by drawing them away. Decoys are okay. Decoys can be destroyed but fully restored at the end of battle. Enhancing decoys to increase durability. Surviving decoys are added to your score. Yeah, decoys are free points, so we might do those.
Alright, let's get to prepping.
Okay, so
let's do this.
He's very excited. Let's do this, John.
What do you think? Let's do this. What do you think?
So I need spirit lumber. Let's get one upgrade to the... I don't imagine we'll lose due to durability problems, but it never hurts just to rank it up since it's here. We'll hold on to our iron ore for now. One rank up's probably okay.
That should do it. Good work out there.
Can I get spirit lumber? I can.
Sure thing. What do you want to make? Leave it to me. That's a wrap.
Okay.
That should do it.
Need more spirit lumber.
Good work out there.
As long as I don't spend too much on this, I don't imagine this being a big problem. I think this might be worth it. As long as I don't spend like 100 on materials. Like, getting us down to 100 by itself is probably fine. Also, why can I not find the other thing? Oh, there's where iron ore is. Okay, we'll get one more iron ore then. So we'll spend down to 100 on materials.
What do you want to make? Let's do this. What do you think?
So we now have way more decoys for way more points, so it should be basically auto-win. I'll hold off on going too much further.
That should do it. Good work out there.
Going against the buildings, of course, it's exciting. Mirror Bar is not just its crafting ability. The only thing it loves more than crafting stuff is crushing walls and detective work and being wide. Oh, he loves a bunch of things. Yeah, I don't think Christopher has seen much of the adventures of Dogi, but Dogi is a very special character. We have an emote for him. Yeah, he's known as the Wall Crusher in-game. And we think he damaged some brain cells in the process, which will be more evident depending on how long we talk to him. Talk to this gentleman. Oh, so I spoke with Dogi earlier. and help him organize the equipment. Thought I could put my inventory management and finance to good use. He lost a lot of his wit from E7, you're not wrong. He did admit the brain cell thing. That's true. That was a moment where he definitely lost brain cells bashing in the walls. Know that I won't always make the right choices like I did in the shantytown, but if I do my best to help people with my flower shop, then I'll continue to grow too. And of course, I'm thankful I have friends like you to support me. Okay. So I want to do crazy flight techniques, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to let us leave the bar. Once I'm able to, though, I want to show Chrysogrim some extreme silliness if we're able to. Hello there, Adol darling. As you can see, the Dandelion is absolutely bursting at the seams. Hopefully it's not just a fad. We've only just opened. It'll be my job to win the hearts of every customer so they keep coming back. Oh, that's right. You're going out for work, aren't you? You need to keep your energy up, so let me know if you're feeling famished. I'll prepare a fabulous staff meal made special for hard workers like yourself. Sounds pretty good to me, thanks. Is now too soon to take you up on that? Oh, no, we can't say thanks. my, Adol, you're so thin. Where does it all go? You'd get tired of the food if you were always eating from the standard menu. So I thought you'd enjoy it more if the staff meals were different than the usual. You know, maybe hard to believe, but I used to helm a kitchen in a pub once. All I need are recipes and main ingredients, and I'll make whatever your heart desires. Oh, and we can't forget about the small shopping fee for the other supplies. Walls kill brain cells. Yeah, I think it's E7. You do a good Shantae. Glad chat enjoys it. That's a huge help. Dang, it's not free. Well, I didn't say thanks, so I think I'm allowed to say this one. Your recognition fuels my passion, my dear Adol. Why don't you start with flour? With it, I can bake baguettes for you. I'm eager to see what kind of recipes you'll bring me, Adol darling. Bring ingredients to have them cooked. Preparing them is cheaper than buying them. If Shantae is unavailable, Youthful will prepare food in his stead. Supply recipes to expand the menu. Oh yeah, so we give them recipes, we get to learn new things. Plus we have another mechanic where we could donate meals to the church, which this will help get that little engine rolling.
Anything catch your eye?
So let's get a baguette.
Here you are. Come back next time you need a bite.
Someone needs to say, I have some paperwork I should tend to at the trading bureau during my break. I'm leaving you in charge while I'm gone, so help her if she needs it, alright?
Go get him out there, darling.
Let's talk to Yufa real quick. I forgot what she sounded like already. Let's just go for a generic voice, I guess, for now. I might redo her voice later. Hey, Adol, can I grab you for a moment? Yeah, what do you need? Sorry, I'm busy right now. Wow, we could just outright reject her. I'll ask her what she needs. Great. Shantae wanted me to show you something. I love that I just see the words warning, help needed, reward, royal decree. Ta-da! This is where we're getting all the requests. Oh, this is where we're putting all the requests we pull. It's really helpful, UFO. What kind of requests? Yeah, I know. In the past few days, the Crimson King has made quite the impression on Balduke. It's gotten to the point where some people want to help him with things. These requests are posted right here on the bulletin board. Okay, so this is where our side quests are. Shantae said that completing them could improve the monstrum's reputation. I don't know why this is relevant. Oh, no. This is relevant because if it's like Lacrimosa, this is going to lead to a different ending. So I'm going to guess there's at least 2 endings to the game. One if we bother completing these quests, and another one if we just do like any percent. So imagine there's at least 2 endings, chat. Maybe there's a third one. Let's assume 2 endings for now. Because reputation was very important for Lacrimosa's endings. I'm assuming the same thing will apply here. Whether or not you want to do them is up to you. But be sure to check the bulletin board whenever you come by the Dandelion, okay? Obtain information on new quests. They should have a time limit. Remember to check bulletin. Hidden quests, however, won't appear on the bulletin board. Okay, so there are hidden quests. The game has acknowledged those. Your friends at the Dandelion will now be assisting you in various ways. Must dispel the magical barriers in order to continue your investigation. Barriers are dispelled by overcoming the Grimwall Nox and a Miasma Vortex. I love that it just tells us what to do, like just straight up. Go to the main gates of the Central District first, but keep an eye on the bulletin board. Yeah, whenever it exceeds 100, now I could do those. I could complete quests to do it rather than combat. It's just like, okay. So let's go to the board. Reward local crops. Folks in agricultural just have been taking ill one after another and never an outbreak this bad. Can anyone possify what's causing this? Sure, we could do this. Oh, do we not just... Oh, they're automatically in progress. Okay, so in Lacrimosa, I could choose to take a quest or not. This one, it looks like it's automatic. So we have to go back to the agricultural district. And then we need to go to the central district. Missing family report from Jeff. Not my family, just so we're clear here. See, I'm a landlord. One of my housing unit's tenants have been missing for about a week now. The house? Well, there's a bit of a, shall we say, history. Needless to say, I'm plenty worried. Come see me at the Fountain Plaza in Central District. Okay, so we're gonna do illness inquiry first. And then I want to save the game somewhere. Rip the poor guy in prison, though? Apparently. Oh, yeah, I'm leaving another save there for now. Let's have another save. Okay, there we go. We get to show it off to Christogrim. So, you know, like Christogrim, this is our normal jump and fall height. Look what happens when you quick swap while doing the roll command. This is definitely intended, Christogrim. I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely could just glide and ignore gravity. I know. Leave it to me, chat. Like, also, what's unfair about this, Christogrim, since you missed it earlier? So you might notice, below the character, there's a yellow meter. When the yellow meter runs out, you can't do your special actions. So White Cat's able to, like, run up the wall. And Adol, the red-headed character, / the Crimson King, can use it to zip to those little points you might sometimes see on buildings. But if you happen to do this, you can actually gain more meter than it costs to go up. So you can expend basically all of your meter, rapid swap, and then you can just keep climbing upwards. So our goal eventually is to go out of bounds using this technique. And in fact, you can see it's quite ridiculous. Because, like, I could completely swap walls. And it just recharges this whole time. There's nothing fair about this. Like, look at this. I might as well as Infinite Plate. Yeah, oh no, indeed. Yeah, Christogrim, just so you know, apparently people have beaten the game in under an hour, so they definitely out of balance with this game. I mean, you can see how much airtime we have. It's quite ridiculous. Oh yeah, let's just fall. We'll do this battle real quick. Ooh, I miss having the evade button, though. The downside to this, Christogrim, is I don't have an evade, which is very useful in this game, I might add. So I'm gonna take some damage here. I can flash guard, though. It's just trickier. Let's see if I can parry something to showcase it. Oh, that parry, though. Get out of my face. Got him, chat. Checkmate. Both mechanics combined will most certainly exploit unintended boundaries. Exactly. See, so Christopher, if you've never played an Ys game, the later ones are so fun to exploit. If you want to really dumb speedrun games, a lot of the 3D Ys games are very fun to run. Like, we're talking, like, if you want to, you could skip more than half the bosses in the game. You could clip out of bounds. You could cause events to fire in the wrong order. You know, all sorts of weird things in these games. I might learn how to do this particular game speedrun, because this one seems extra exploitable for sure. But oh boy. Lacrimosa is probably a bit too hard to do some of the tricks. The timing to get the infinite flight is just way too hard. But Ys 4 ground swimming, oh my gosh, Christogrim, is the funniest thing in the world. Like, we were literally clipping into floors and swimming out of bounds. All the classic stuff. In fact, Ys 4, I think it's possible to technically beat a New Game Plus in under 3 minutes. Like, it is that broken, Christogrim, straight up. In fact, we did do that, I think, when we streamed. We beat the game in 3 minutes from a New Game Plus. And it isn't like you could go... And it's not like it's something like you could just choose to go to the final boss immediately. We like clipped in and out of bounds in a specific area and then caused the final boss to spawn. It's quite terrible. Anyway, let's go talk to Kaya or whatever her name is. The pain of yours hasn't gone away for a while now, Jake. Why don't you just go to the clinic already? I told you, I'm perfectly fine. Stop overreacting. There's no need to bother the doc over some bellyache and... You say that now, but I know you'll change your tune the second it gets worse. Oh, ground swimming is so funny, Christopher. We had all sorts of crazy things. We had things like you could parry and ascend into heaven. Like, there are certain attacks in East 4, like if you block them, it would throw you in the air upwards. But like, if you keep parrying them, you keep going upwards. So even though there isn't like a super jump in the game, you could just zip like all the way into the ceiling. And we did that to skip a couple of fights. And there's also like boss loading flags, Christogrim. So if you skip a boss battle, while you're in a boss battle, it'll think a boss has to load. So if you know where future plot boss battles are, you could cause them to spawn out of order, and you just skip like entire sections of the plot. It's quite funny. Like I think you only have to fight like 3 bosses in the game in a speedrun. It's quite silly. Using the boss flag thing. Like you just force certain encounters early. Is everything okay here? You're Kaya, right? The one who put in the request at the bar? Oh, I suppose you must have seen it then. Yes! Something about the people around here getting sick lately? That's right. Whatever it is, it hit poor Jake here just this morning. Oh, stop it. What kind of farmer worth his salt cries to the doctor over something like this? Not this! Ugh. Steady there, Cropper. Quit trying to look tough. Anyway, we don't know where this came from or how to stop it. Knights in the garrison both say they're too busy to investigate. We ask you two to try and find out what's causing all this. We're on the case. We're a little busy, actually. Wow. We're gonna say we're on the case. Oh, thank you. Your help means a lot to us. Not at all. We just never leave someone in need to suffer. Oh, chat, she's so the opposite of what we normally do in these games. You said your pain started this morning. Have you eaten anything unusual lately? Nope, not that I can recall. Started my morning farm work the same way as always. The fresh loaf and a cup of water. Must be the bread, it must be the water. Could be the water.
Well,
I was just thinking the same. The bread would have just baked after all. It has to be the water. She means well she'll learn. Speaking of which, it's probably drawn from that well over there, right? But we use that well for the farm too. We'd be in big trouble if it were infected. In that case, it's probably worth a quick investigation or two. You should take Jake in to see a doctor, Kaya. We'll go check on the well while you do. Alright, I'll do just that. Thanks again, kiddo. Sorry for all the bother. Illness quest accepted. Alright, so I want to see something, chat. Well, first of all, let's get in another battle.
Let's take him out.
Man, that attack is so good. Oh, I didn't parry that. I parried that one, though. Yeah, I like that the game rewards you for, like, doing, like, last-minute dodges and also hitting the flash guard button. There is not, like, a dedicated block in the game, but there is a parry system. So that's... Okay, chat. So let's just see how exploitable this is. So normally, what you're supposed to do is I think you're supposed to zip across, right? As Adel, you press the R2 button to get across. I think we've grown up from that, though. We really don't need Adel for this. Yeah, that seemed fair. Okay. So we if we had 2 party members, we could skip needing Adel's ability completely, which is very silly. So I don't think there's anything we missed here, so let's go back from here. I know. I love that, like, Adel is now optional. Like, the protagonist made ability, we're like, nah, we don't need it, it's fine. Okay, so there's another landmark here. I'm assuming it's the flower place. I want to see. Can we go back to the prison? Will the game let us? I wasn't done exploring when the game zipped us out. Still open. Oh, I can't go there. Darn, chat, I got locked out. That sucks. So I think I missed my opportunity to do some out of bounds there. That's a shame. Who needs to grapple when you can wall climb and cheat fly? I mean, you're not wrong. Speaking of which, how many skill uses are we at? Oh, not even close. Shooting star is getting close to leveling though, comparatively. Okay. I have to say, I am liking the soundtrack so far to the game. For sure. So let's go investigate the flower place. The zip is useful for speed, though, I will state. So our flower shop's probably on the ground, right? Oh, is it not? Thank you so much, it does smell nice. Here's the recipe. You can make it yourself if you fancy. We got the baked potato recipe the game spoiled for us earlier. Well, thank you very much. Sure, again.
What do you need?
Grimnut Revive heals 200 health. XP up might not actually be too terrible.
Something to see.
Although it's very expensive. Why are meals in this game so expensive? 600 gold is like... To get a meal is more expensive than to get a weapon in this game, which is kind of silly. So we'll go to the Petite Florist. Oh, Miss Krisha, you're back already. Yes, I wanted to introduce you to Adol. Adol, this is Hannah. She works with me here at the flower shop. I know, potato acquired. She used to be an employee at Pendleton a long while ago. Ah, yes. I was delighted when Miss Krisha contacted me about opening up her own shop. I quit my job after my husband passed, you see. I've been stuck in a rut ever since. I figured taking this job would be the perfect chance for me to start over again. I'll be minding the store whenever Krisha is out, so do stop by whenever you can. Yeah, it's not very subtle. I was gonna comment upon the paw prints earlier, but thank you for bringing it up again, chat. She's not very subtle. Oh, now that I think of it, Miss Krisha, there's something I wanted to ask. Ask? You mean of me? If it's about the it's about the store, you can always tell me about it later. Well, it isn't exactly within the scope of the job, per se, but I was hoping to ask you for your help on something. If you have the time, that is. Could we table this for now? Wow, Adol. We'll say go ahead, ask away. Thanks, Adol. So what is it you wanted to ask, Hannah? Well, it's about the people living here in the shantytown, actually. Quite a few of them still have yet to give up... Quite a few of them still have a chance yet to give the shop a chance. It's a very strangely structured sentence. It threw me off, actually. Really? But I made sure everyone here knew. They know a new store opened, of course, but they won't even come near. All they see is the Pendletons opening a shop in the shantytown, for God knows what reason. That misunderstanding seems to have led a bit of bias against us. I see. I can't say I haven't noticed some of the people thinking of us in that way. Never expected us to garner much interest either, being a flower shop and all. But be that as it may, our goal is to now sow life back into these streets and their people. To do that, I have to foster a more personal connection between each resident and our shop. Not as a representative of the Pendleton Company, but as Krisha Pendleton. I had a feeling you might say something like that, Miss Krisha. Let me get to the heart of the matter in that case. There are 3 people who most blatantly avoid our shop. Gabado, Ivan, and Largus. Oh, weren't they the super jerks we met earlier? Gabado was gambling it all away, right? I like that I remember this character more than some of the other characters we've talked to. Like, I know more about Gabado than I do the Monstrums, which is kind of sad. I'd just like to state, chat, that's actually sad. They'd practically be living off the gold they got from all the White Cat commotion. I think Ivan was the person that was looking to quote-unquote retire. I think that was Ivan. Apparently, they've been down in the mouth? I have never heard of that expression, down in the mouth. I've heard of like down in the muck before. Whatever. Ever since she stopped giving out coins. So that's what's going on. I'll just have to do something about it. But what you do exactly? Whatever it is a florist can, you don't need to solve everything. We're gonna say whatever a florist can.
In that case...
The monsters are just side characters of Life Kabuto. You're not wrong. Like, honestly, we know almost nothing about Doll. Feral Hawk we've been introduced to a little bit. We don't know anything about the Bull character. And we don't know anything about the other shady character whose name I don't even remember. I don't even remember what his gimmick was. Like, that's how little we know about them. Meanwhile, Kabuto, we got like his whole life story already. Whatever a florist can, huh? Hannah, could you tell me a little more about those three? I'll bring them each a flower that suits them. It'll be like a delayed grand opening sample. Oh, what a wonderful idea. Here, I'll tell you what I know. With the knowledge she gained from Hannah, Krisha selected a flower for each of the men. Placing them in the basket, she and Adol were ready to set off. Well, it's all you from here, Miss Krisha. Ivan Kabuto should be right here in Shantytown. I have to search for the central district for Largus, though. I don't remember Largus. Maybe I'll remember if I see the character. I believe he manages a boating service by the canal, if memory serves. Okay. I think I know where that is. Thanks, Hannah. We'll make sure to find them. Praise down in the mouth first appeared in the mid-1600s, simply refers to the fact that people who are unhappy usually depicted with the brown and facial expression falls down toward the corners of the mouth. Praise is sometimes rendered as down at the mouth. That is very strange. Okay, Adol. Time to do some customer relations. Sowing seeds of joy accepted. Hope nobody minds, we're just turning into a monstrum in the middle of town. Game, please. Did he really not zip when I saw it? That sucked. So I imagine Kabuto's here, because he was here last time. See, chat, I even know where Kabuto likes to hang out. I know a lot more about him than the monstrums. You're Kabuto, aren't you? I'm Krisha, owner of the Petite Florist. It's nice to meet you. Hey, Kirk, hope you're doing well. Well, if it ain't the little Miss Florist herself. Pendleton must be really raking in the dough to open up a shop in this dump. Been doing pretty well myself thanks to the White Cat. Till recently, at least. Haven't seen her around in a while. Now I'm up to my ears in debt. I'm sorry to hear that. Can't even get back to my missus in the country. The way things have gone. Well, it's your fault for gambling it away, Kabuto. No one feels bad for you. Only saving grace my life's got now is the old game and gamble. That Kabuto. But you can't just go on like this. Even if the White Cat comes back, it only tied you over for so long. Your charity alone won't help you out of the situation you're in, I'm afraid. So, if gambling yourself into debt is making you this miserable, maybe your real saving grace is somewhere else entirely. Krisha gives Kabuto a petite pink flower. In the language of flowers, this symbolizes hope for the future. I may be out of line saying any of this, but just know that I'm in your corner. As for what the saving grace is, I have a feeling you already know. I don't know what a saving grace is. Hello, Chaos Mania. Hope you're also doing well. Huh. Really think you know it all, don't you, kid? Get out of here. You're making my drink sour. Sorry, I'll leave you to it. Now, where was Ivan? We saw him kind of wandering around before. Oh, I guess he was at the beginning of the district. I guess that makes sense. So anyway, for people that missed it earlier, we're going to showcase our new, a little flight technique we have going on here. A very balanced and definitely not exploitable way to keep wall running when we're not meant to. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. This is definitely an intended mechanic. Definitely intended.
Leave it to me! Hey, leave it to me!
Leave it to me, indeed. Oh, this is... Oh, I wouldn't have taken that one if I realized it was a regular one. Oh, I was wondering what was going on. I was on the lock-on. As I said before, I'm not a big fan of lock-on. I see why it is useful, but I never bother using the mechanic that it would be used for. Let's talk to Ivan. Leave it to me, chat. Leave it to me. You're that florist. What do you want from me? Well, I've heard you've fallen on hard times, so... I mean, he just quit his job. He could just get his job back. Just thought maybe there was something I could do to help. Huh. Well, aren't you a nice one? Really don't need to go out of your way for someone like me. After all, I'm already beyond a lost cause. Just being... Galean. I think I said Gillian before. I think it's Galean. Just being Galean means higher taxes for me than the Romans. What wages I don't get... Oh, excuse me. What wages I do get don't amount to much. Hard work really doesn't pay off around here. I understand. It's hard not to feel that way over just about any job. But you know, money isn't the only thing hard work is good for. So, hang in there for a while longer, okay? And Ivan a dazzling yellow flower. In language of flowers, this symbolizes a glimmer of hope. I just know you have a calling out there destined to make you shine. And, if you'd like an example, feel free to stop by our shop. Maybe we can help show you just how fulfilling a job well done can be. I'll think about it. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a treasure chest up there somewhere that I ignored for some reason. That one was out of bounds. This one might be in bounds.
Here I go.
Alright, chat, so we're gonna use our newfound flight technique. That is definitely, totally not an exploit of the system. To, make some progress here. So where was that treasure chest? Oh, it's in such a weird spot. I can't get this one because of a barrier, but maybe this one I'm able to get. Oh, it won't let me go higher.
Let's go. Leave it to me. Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Switch.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
There we go. Real graceful there, chat. Oh, maybe this one is also not reachable. I guess we'll find out in a moment.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
I think I need to climb up the centerpiece. Pull yourself together, Ivan. We'll teach him. So again, we fall slower than the amount of height we can gain from the wall run. So this is worth it every time. Oh, is it on the inside of the barrier? Is that why I couldn't reach it? Oh, what a tease. What a tease. Wait a minute. So the big barrier that stops you from going this way, but nothing stops you from going over here, right? Alright, so there. Okay, the barrier just didn't appear visibly. Oh. I think I understand what they did, chat. So, okay. Theory crafting. They climbed the church, and since they knew where the shantytown was, they probably fell into the shantytown and skipped that entire dungeon. And then that let them get to the prison without having a plot element active, which means that they wouldn't be stopped by the guards because they wouldn't have gotten far enough in the story. Ooh, but that means they wouldn't have the white cat. That's kind of brutal. So, okay, I think if we were to restart the game, I think I know what to do to, like, get to this point. So you'd have to do something like... You'd have to do, like, a skill extend. So remember when I was messing around with Adol earlier with the cathedral? And I was trying to get to the fountain? I think if I had tried going here, I probably could have made it. But I needed to come from, like, a really high point. So either I do it from that building... Can I reach that building from here? Well, now I can, because I have the wall run, but... I'm just curious. Oh, it won't let me run up higher than that.
Leave it to me! Switch!
Here I go!
I mean, I can get pretty high up here. I'm just saying, like, if we manage to find a barrier, like, see how there's this whole district over here I can't get to yet? if it's not higher than us, I think we could just fall into it. So basically the goal is to just find a really tall point and just fall through an area. Now it might not be possible because some of the later districts might be too tall. But we can exploit the fact that we have like a mini hover if nothing else. So I think they probably did a jump from the church if I had to guess how they skip things. I'm so sad we can't get to the treasure chest. That's so nonsense. Graffiti, bathhouse, more landmark. Oh no, more graffitis. So let's quick teleport. Let's advance these subplots. I think we're not going to do any more plot for today. I think we're mostly just going to wrap these up. Oh, are you perhaps here in regards to my request? That's right. You're Jeffrey, right? Heard that some of your tenants disappeared. Too soon to be rather young. Don't wonder if you're up to the task. Then again, this could prove a rather pressing predicament. Tell you more about it, provided you're willing to accept my request. Got other things to do, or we're all ears. We'll say we are all ears. Well, thank heavens. I'll get straight to it then. You see, I own quite a few properties here in the Central District, but I haven't been able to get a hold of the family living in one of my townhomes. You think they've gone missing? Well, they aren't exactly the type to skip on Ren and run off into the night. That alone is worrisome enough, with all the talk of people being spirited away lately. Spirited away? That's some rumor. We'll ask him about spirited away.
Well,
it's when people just vanish into thin air. Oh. I'm not asking what the term spirited away means. I'm asking who is spiriting them away. Rumors like that spread in Balduke sometimes. Rumors are, of course, only rumors. I mean, I know Adel's a little challenged sometimes, chat, but I'm like, come on, with some of these answers. But it's been a week since their disappearance. I was about to go inquire around their previous residence at Artisan Lane. I was wondering if you could do the same here. As much as you can, that is. Leave it to us, we'll start right away. We'll say leave it to us. That I will. Many thanks. Townhouse in question is behind the Pendleton Company and the Cathedral. Oh, so the landmark we saw earlier that wasn't identified is the building we have to find. Got it. Perhaps one of the residents near it will be able to tell you something. Thank you again for all the help. I'm counting on you. No problem. First things first, we should ask around. Start with the back streets near their house. Okay, so we accepted a whole bunch of quests. We'll finish off the Sowing Seeds of Joy first, though. Okay, so it was roughly where I thought it was. Huh? What, you two looking to get across? Not exactly. My name's Krisha. I run the flower shop at the shantytown. Wanted to reach out to you about it personally, Largus. Huh. What do you want me to do with that? Can't exactly fill my stomach on flowers. Maybe I'll drop by if the White Cat were still around to dish me out some handouts. But now that she's stopped, I'm back to working here on a lower salary than ever. Got any idea what that means to a man's dignity, crawling back on my knees after quitting? Ugh, it's all about money these days. Just once I'd like to get by without working. Oh, I'm sorry, I confused Ivan and Largus. This is the guy that quit his job. Just goes to show how irresponsible the White Cat was for what she did. All those reckless donations only made people worse off in the end. You're getting real choked up about this. Listen, I'm just blowing off some steam, that's all. Good things come as scarce as ice and hell in this world, so it struck a nerve with me. No, there's plenty of good left in the world. Just have to look past the gold coins. Krisha hands Largus a bell-shaped flower. Language of flowers, this symbolizes a return to happiness. Hope things start looking up for you soon, sir. I truly mean it. Oh, thanks. Guess I'll see about swinging by your shop when I've got some time to kill. Of course! Hope to see you soon. That's the last of them. We've spoken to everyone now. Let's make our way back to the shop. Alright, let's not do that and pretend we did. We're gonna teleport up here real quick. One thing I do miss, though, is that if you have evade on the swap button, you can't fast move. Because definitely tumbling on the ground was the way to go for speed. Disappearances? You mean those people from the back streets, right? But it was the boogie monsters who took them. Thank you, Doozy, for resubscribing. Hope you're doing well. Boogie monsters, can you describe them? We'll ask her to describe them. You don't already know? They're these weird murky monster things that show up in town sometimes. Usually they're invisible, but some days they pop up in the corners of the streets. People say seeing them curses you with bad luck. It's a pretty long-standing folktale here in Balduc. A few months ago, I wouldn't have considered it just a rumor myself. But after finding out about the Nox, I'm starting to think otherwise.
Give it to me!
Yeah, I do feel bad I can't tumble. I wonder, can I assign this to another button? Okay, I'm gonna use my keyboard and controller simultaneously. Have you heard? One of the families in the neighborhood disappeared, just like that. They got the worst luck, I tell you. Almost makes you want to move out. The worst luck? We actually happen to be looking into the matter. Do you know anything that might help? Afraid not. The kids were always quick with a cheery hello whenever I saw them. Is this better than East 3? Yes, it is. One thing's for certain, though. They weren't the kind to up and leave without a word. I see. Thanks for your time. East 3 is definitely an experience for people that have not seen it before. Okay, we got a tumble roll, because that's the fastest movement in the game. We'll talk to Margaret. Or Marguerite. Probably Marguerite. All I have to do is wait here. Then again, it was just a dream. Oh, hello there, mister. Are you new in town? Wait, no way! Dark hair, red scarf. You really did show up. What are you talking about? My hair isn't really this color. Adel already blowing his cover. I almost said color, which also would have been true. Ask her what she's talking about. East 3 is borderline unplayable. Fully agree, Doozy. That game was suffering to sit through. I will say the later 3D games, Doozy, are much, much, much more playable and a lot more fun. I highly recommend Lacrimosa, which is the one previous to Monstrum. I think that would have been East 8. East 4 was probably my second favorite. And if you're looking for more of the old school style, but not as ridiculously unfair as East 3, probably East Origin. Your experiences with the first 4 East games? Don't worry, Doozy, we played through all of them. We've played them not quite in order, we played them in game order versus release order. So we've now caught up to the latest entry. Sorry about that. You probably weren't expecting some stranger to start going off on you like that. See, last night, someone dressed up just like you appeared in my dreams. And he handed me some azure petals right here in this very spot. Oh, okay, so are these what the petals are for? And that someone was me. We're not gonna ask what azure petals are. We have like 29 of them.
You mean...
Chronological minus Lacrimosa, which came first. Yeah, technically, I guess. Well, couldn't actually make out his face, but I was pretty certain it was. It's this old fairy tale passed down around among Gileans. Gileans. It said that obtaining azure petals brings about fortune and joy to the holder. Sounds almost mystical, doesn't it? Oh, oops. I didn't mean to hit the D-pad on that one. Maybe you've seen them before? Yes, we have 29 of them. Now we have 30 of them. Yeah, just like this one right over here. Wait, no way! Where the heck does this even come from? I was about to say they're nothing more than a superstition, but looks like I have no choice but to call myself a believer now. Mystical is right, your prayers were heard. I say mystical is right. You're telling me. This has to be like a sign from the gods or something. So if you find any, would you mind sharing some of their magic with me? Bring you a nice reward if you bring me 10 of them. Deal? Deal. Happy searching! Deliver the azure petals. Be found around town. Offers a reward every 10. Okay. This is as good as the song. I'm not sure what song you're referring to, but Lacrimosa was probably my favorite Steam game so far that we've played in general. It was a lot of fun. The Mozart song. It's pretty good. Soundtrack is like an 11 out of 10, Doozy. I love the soundtrack of Lacrimosa. Let's give some petals.
You've made me one happy girl. I've just got to thank you.
Defense elixir received. By the way, my dad's a bit of an antiquarian. Sometimes he gives me some of the things in his collection, but, well, honestly, his treasures are kind of going to waste with me. So keep this up and I'll see about giving them over to you as a little extra reward. All you gotta do is bring any more petals you find back to me, okay? You have no trouble, I'm sure. You are, after all, an adventure seasoned beyond your years. Was she being possessed there?
You've made me one happy petite girl. For your troubles.
We already have a ride-along Pickard, though. No! Thanks as always. With this many petals, I end up the luckiest girl in all of Palduke. Even so, it seems nothing can stop your intrepid nature from placing you in harm's way. Uh-oh. Is she... which of the many gods that we've encountered are we talking to? Is this somehow going to be a throwback to Lady Rhea or something from back in East 1, East 2? Then again, perhaps it is that very trait that I find myself so... Oh wait, what am I saying? Sorry I made you uncomfortable there. Anyway, thanks for this. Really are a stand-up guy, you know. Do I have 30?
Did you bring...
No. I have 29 still. Okay. So we have all these items. Yeah, we already have the Ride-along Pickard. Don't worry, game. That was the first thing that we purchased. But I guess if we have another party member for later, it's good. So there's more graffiti. Can't go that way at all still. Yeah, I will say the movement in this game is very fun. So for people just looking for a game where they could just really mess around, this game looks and feels a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we can't get that one treasure chest. Such a tease. It's like right below us. Okay, so can't do anything else there. We'll teleport to the underpass.
Give it to me.
Man, her kick is so overpowered. I love it though. So I'm gonna use this warp in order to just leave. Yeah, the music in this game is super, super good. Oh, that's not where... Wait, what? What? Why did it... Okay. I'm confused why it took me to the other entrance, and I'm not going to think about it anymore. It's fine. We'll mark this on the mini map. Or not. It's fine. Tumble time. Oh, oops. I started wall climbing. Not what I wanted. You want to know about that family that got whisked away? Well, the father was a smithy. Not just any smithy either. Apparently he got kicked out of the craft guild for making cursed weapons. Is that true? Cursed how? We're gonna ask for how it was cursed. How should I know? What, you want to buy some? I mean, he wasn't a bad guy or anything, but honestly, I wanted nothing to do with him. Oh, is this in reference to the guy we found earlier, the shady merchant? So, he wasn't well liked. No way to know if it relates to his disappearances, though. Well, I've heard enough concerning rumors to last us a while. No one seems to actually know where that family went. Maybe something really did happen to them after all. Let's check the house itself, or you don't suppose. Let's ask to check the house. I agree. Something about this gives me a sinking feeling. I think we might already know what it is we're up against. According to Jeffrey, it should be at the end of this alleyway. Let's go check it out. That's not the end of the alleyway. Oh, I see where it is. Well, that explains things. It's an entrance to the Grimwald. We'll say the bottom one. Yeah, no doubt about it. It seems a little smaller than usual somehow. But considering where it is, it's gotta have something to do with the missing family. Should head inside once we're all ready and prepared. Whatever. Let's enter the vortex, chat. Feral Hawk. It tries really hard to give me his backstory, but the game loads too quickly. It's another Grimwald Nox, isn't it? We've been here before. It looks like it. We're gonna say we've been here before. Seems familiar, at least. Lemurs, they're here. There's no place for anybody to be. We have to go look for them.
This view makes me feel warm inside. Like it's familiar somehow. I'm not sure why.
Oh. God, that skill is overpowered, chat. I love it. Anyway, we'll just take the damage and move on. It's fine. Oh, that can multi-hit. That's kind of gross.
Adol, isn't that?
Oh, we found a whole family over here. Little girl says, Tito! Get back, Arche. No, Tito, Arche, I'm sorry. Don't give up yet. Huh? Monstrums? Stay behind us, okay? Adol, let's go. Fine, we'll destroy them with the power of the kick. Oh, I was trying to parry that. I tried. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to use our overpowered kick to win. I love you, overpowered kick. Oh, it is just like a kill all the enemies. That's interesting. Yeah, let's build the meter. Also, since we're in combat, I kind of want my evade button back, briefly. It would help. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage there.
Leave it to me.
Void Blast. Okay, let's learn that real quick. Do it here. Alright, if there's another wave after this, I'm gonna activate. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Stay the way my absurd flying kicks are trying to slow me down. You're not wrong. I took a little bit of damage there. I wasn't getting the parry timing on that, so that was my bad. It seemed not as generous as some of the other moves. Like, I feel like I was definitely hitting parry, but it wasn't registering. I don't know if it's because their hitbox wasn't where it looked physically. Something about it felt a bit weird. I will put it that way. Whoa, you did it. You won. You're the monsters, right? I heard about you guys. Hope everyone's okay. You're the people who went missing, right?
Yes, I'm Tito. I'm an apprentice blacksmith, following in my dad's footsteps.
Hello, random voice lines.
I don't know how my sister and I got here, but we can't tell you how glad we are to see other people here. Oh, this is my little sister, Arche.
Gee, you have cat ears and a fluffy tail. That man with red hair is scary, but he looks really strong. Ooh, you have pretty eyes, mister.
Huh, looks like we don't have anything to worry about. Haha, you guys are pretty good. Call me... I was gonna say Gusto. Gusco? I'm just a humble blacksmith, and these two rugrats are my kids. You saved all of us. You have my deepest gratitude. Also, we probably should buy something other than starting equipment at some point. That's fine. I guess we'll see how long I could get away without upgrading our weapons. What? Been here for a week. It didn't feel that long. I could have sworn it hasn't even been like, what, a few hours since we arrived? Really? And maybe time just works differently here than it does in the real world. He may look strong, but White Cat is the real powerhouse. You're not wrong. Whenever we return for the Grimwall Nox, it's like time hadn't moved at all. Guess we should count ourselves lucky that we made it in time. Glad you're enjoying the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack at this game is super good. If you haven't heard Lacrimosa soundtrack, we're gonna listen to a little bit of that at the end of the stream. It is like, as I said before, an 11 out of 10 soundtrack for me. This is so confusing, but I wasn't scared at all because Daddy was here with us the whole time. Right, Tito? Yeah, that's right. He's instead of Arche, he says Arche. Is that really how you say that name, or is that just how the voice actor did it? I would ... that too. What are you doing in a place like this? Why were the lemurs trying to hurt you? We're gonna ask him what they're... Well... Why were the lemurs trying to hurt you? Oh, that. Reckon they're after this hammer of mine. A hammer? Lacrimosa 29 on GTA, considering it. Highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend. We're gonna listen to a song, as I said before, at the end of the stream. Family of blacksmiths has adopted some unorthodox methods throughout generations. This hammer is used to forge sacramentals, objects with power to exorcise demons. Been inkling this is what attracted those demons. Sacramentals? I didn't know you could forge things like that. But if hammers draw monsters, then they could be... Oh, that's such a goofy looking face. I didn't notice the skull monster until just now. Ah! More monsters, there's so many of them. Dad, let's get out of here. I'm sorry. Wish I could, but I can't come with you. Voice says that's right. You know, she was just here the whole time. Aprilis, I didn't think you would get involved with this. We're in an incomplete Grimwald Nox. Until the source is eliminated, lemurs will continue to appear. It will become a complete Grimwald. Do what must be done before that happens. The source, question mark, you don't mean. We're gonna ask about the source, because we're dumb. Huh, so that's what's going on. Regret is a powerful thing. I realized that after becoming this. I just wanted to see my two rugrats one more time. Wager I'm in for a real scolding when I meet your mom on the other side. Dad? Let's go give Tito his hammer. I'm sorry, son. Wanted to be there to see you become a fine blacksmith like me. But I know now that won't happen, because you're going to be an even greater one. Arche, I have a very important task for you. Make sure your brother doesn't falter, okay? I'm just sorry I won't be able to walk you down the aisle someday. Daddy! With that, I have no more regrets. No, you can't leave us, Daddy. Dad, what about all the stuff you were going to teach me? I already taught you everything that I can, which apparently wasn't very much because you're only like 12 or something. It's up to you now. Work hard and become your own blacksmith. That's our chicken for us to get married, apparently. I'll always believe in you two. Well, Father, I guess you were dead the whole time? What was the hint that he died? I mean, like, I feel like the game skipped a couple of plot points there, but sure. Always be nearby, watching over you. Always. I mean, we learned about the cursed hammer before coming here, but did it talk about him having illness? I don't remember that. I guess he's dead. Shrug her shoulders. Daddy? Daddy! Dad, why couldn't you come with us? Arche, Tito, come to our base and work for us. That's what she should ask. So, is their dad? What about the Grimwald? We're gonna ask about their dad. Let's be as rude as possible. Having flower kids? Exactly, Chaos Mania. Just give him something like roses or something. It's fine. It would seem he has relinquished his lingering regrets. Rest assured, the hammer will never call forth the Grimwald again. I leave the rest to you. Bye, Aprilis. I mean, you could probably just talk to us for like 5 minutes and explain all the plot, but that's fine. But how did that hammer call it forth to begin with? Just what is the Grimwald Nox? Well, it is the... I guess we'll find out eventually. Adol and Christian left with Tito and Arche, comforting them all the way. Reporting the siblings safely to Jeff, they then brought them to the Dandelion. Darn right we're making them indentured servants or something like that. You're never leaving now, kids. You're ours. No home for you. You work in the bar now. So anyway, let's go back to Shantae. So 2 years ago, your dad became ill and... Oh, I'm sorry, Tito. Okay, so that plot point was not told to us until just now, so I guess he was apparently ill or something. Don't be. I wanted so badly to see him, even though I knew deep down I couldn't. I know Daddy's alive. Oh, Arche, you're so dumb. He's alive, and I'm gonna find him. Archie, whatever. After losing both their parents, their only solace is with each other. It's a shame, there's no question in that. But what about the elephant in the room? Do you mean Dogi? Do you mean about the Dogi in the room? Yeah. How did someone other than the Monstroms get into the Grimwald? Adopted slave labor, exactly, chat. Aprilis thinks this was caused by Guska's feeling of regret. Your meeting with the departed individual is ample evidence of an extraordinary phenomena. It is clear there's much still to be learned about the Grimwald Nox. We have to do something before anybody else gets hurt. We've got a job to do, Adol, says Yufa, who we've only met for like 10 minutes. Again, like, it feels like we came in mid-story, but I assure you, These characters we're now very deeply attached to, we've only met today. You're gonna fight all the monsters? He pulled the magic hammer out of the hammer space. For generations, my family forged sacramentals containing the power to exorcise demons. Maybe that's why all these weird things happen to the things my dad forged. Got to the point where the other craftsmen ran him out of the artisan lane for it. Yep, that happened earlier. Even then, my dad cared for Arche and me, no matter how sick or difficult it got for him. I know there are times he regretted teaching me to be a blacksmith, too. After seeing him and meeting you, I know now what I have to do. I'm not a full-fledged blacksmith yet, but I'm gonna help you with everything I've got. I'm sure this is what he would have wanted. Yup, work for us without being paid at all. Exactly what he would have wanted. Tito, me too, I'm gonna help. For Daddy and for you too, Tito. You two wish to join our cause? Oh, wrong person speaking. You two wish to join our cause? I'm not so sure about this. Not so sure about what? I say, why not? The more the merrier. I love how they just don't even show Yufa. Like, we're looking at Yufa, but we're not gonna see Yufa. We can't just leave them. I wouldn't mind having a sacramental. We're gonna say the honest truth. Yes, they'd really help us out. Wow, they took that way better than I thought. That was so callous, and they're like, yeah, you're right, Adol. Children can work at the bar, of course, but you seem to be helpful in your own right. We've all got to pitch in so the monstrums may fight at their very best. Best we give them something to do to keep them out of trouble. We can keep close watch over them this way. Parks, they're like right there. Parks, they're like 4 or 5 people distance from you. Not you too, Parks. Okay, you could stay. Really? You mean it? Yay, we could stay. But it's not gonna be easy, you know. Official staff members of the Dandelion are expected to work hard. No expectations. Wow, Yufa is really all in on the child labor, apparently. Yufa's just the voice in Adol's head. You're not wrong. Are we imagining Yufa, chat? Is Yufa not actually there on the sofa? But we must always help each other out. With teamwork, we can do anything. Yes, ma'am, you got it. And thus Tito and Arche became the Dandelion's newest recruits. Wow, what a phrasing. They pledged to aid the monsters by contributing their unique skills.
That actually went pretty well.
1,000 gold received. We gained new allies. Now have access to Tito's smithy and Archie's warehouse. Tito will now assist you in the Grimwald Nox. That was a lot of Nox raiding, chat. Tito and Arche at the smithy. You should go speak with them. We'll talk to the smithy first. You came, Adol, and it's just an enhance your weapons. I can forge accessories for you. Come by if you need some smithing done. Okay, so he's gonna act as the crafting system. It's self-explanatory. We're gonna craft at some point. About those sacramentals, not as good as my dad at forging them. The only way we could get one is to pair it. Oh, get one up to par is with a rubric. A kind of blueprint for making them. Only of the one my dad passed down to me. If I find any more of them, I'd appreciate it if you brought to me. I'll say, of course I will. Thanks, Adol. Don't forget I can make other things too. Just let me know what I could do, okay? Golden hair pouch, gold acquisition plus 20%. Apparently he can make rare items. Can't wait to start forging something awesome for you, Adol. Okay.
I'm ready and raring to go.
So I don't have thick hide or the wing needed for this. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh wait, Warrior Seal 2?
Well, come back anytime. Yeah. Say the word and I'll make it.
There we go, chat. Yeah, it begins.
Ta-da! Let me come back anytime.
Now I get faster skill learning. This is important to keep our costs down for later. I will absolutely take that.
Say the word and I'll make it.
So I could get a shield earring, but I don't see what the point is currently. Listen, chat, we're gonna go in the philosophy of I don't need defense until the game forces me to have defense. Might not be able to hold a candle my dad yet, just that won't stop me from trying. Okay, let's talk to the warehouse user. Look, he said I could do this from now on. I'm in charge of all the food and supplies you guys collect. It's actually gonna ask you to bring some more supplies from outside. Maybe you can exchange them for better things. Okay, so this is the upgrade system. Or they call it the material exchange. Okay, so lots of cheap, terrible materials can get upgraded into better ones. That is the summary of what you can do.
Take everything you got.
So I could get more thick hide here. I think I needed that for something else, right? Now use the map to travel again. Thank you.
Adel, I'm ready and raring to go.
So I need 4 thick hides and a
come back
hornbill.
anytime.
I think I could do
Hey,
this.
so step right up.
So just enough. I have 1 hornbill.
Bye-bye.
We had to use an anguished tear.
I'm
What a
ready and
crafting
raring to
material. What am I missing?
Well, come back anytime.
Oh, did I not get enough hides?
Yeah. I'll take everything you got.
Huh. I thought I got enough of those. Apparently I didn't. That kind of sucks. So missing the material needed. Maybe I used it by accident on something. Oh, the hornbill costs thick hide. Thank you. I was like, I had a feeling maybe I spent it. That's where my thought process was going. So I was right.
Bye. See you later.
So no matter what, I couldn't have gotten that. Oh well.
Sure thing. See you later then.
Unless... Alright, worth it.
Adel, say the word and I'll make it. What do you think? Oh, come back anytime.
Oh, you can only have 1 at a time? I'll leave it on gold up, I guess. No, I definitely used the Calvishum. Because I was saying, I definitely lost them. That was the only way I could do it is if I made it with the item. It's just kind of annoying that the material needed was required for the other thing as well. Alright, so I still have the illness inquiry.
Here I go.
Let's go.
We have a super skill now, but I don't know if it's really worth using. So we'll check out the well. And here's the well, and a pretty well-worn one at that. Guess the people here never really need to get their water anywhere else. We should check inside. We're gonna choose that as our option versus we can see what they come up with. You still have a bag out on me too. Yeah, we'll go to the church at some point. I'm gonna go purchase meals and kind of do it in bulk rather than do it one at a time. You sure that's okay? Guess there's no other way to investigate it though. You go whenever you're ready. Yeah, I basically just want to do it in bulk because I have a feeling I won't get anything unless I do it in high numbers. Let's go inside the well. Yeah, there's no point to going back like just for 1 item. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of a waste of time.
Okay.
That's a lot of enemies. Ah, Edo, look! Oh, that's like 3 kicks worth. What are these mushrooms? How did they even get here? Forget it, let's get rid of them. What are these mushrooms? We've fought them before. New skill? Attach an enemy. First thing, they're dropping an item most of the time. Interesting. Not bad AoE. Kind of a convenient time to learn it, honestly. Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, that was extremely conveniently timed. Alright, so her special needs, it's like a little wind up, but then it like charges at them. So now I know for the future. Phew, who would have thought there'd be monsters inside this well? Must be contaminating the water. No wonder everybody's getting sick. Judging from the interior of the well, those monsters haven't been here very long. As far as you can tell, the residents should be able to use the well like normal again. Well, that settles that for now. Let's go tell Kaya and Jake about what we found. We gotta get our skill usage up immediately on as many characters as possible. Why is it telling me how to run out? Oh, because we're out of the well. I was wondering why it was telling me a tutorial hint there. Oh, look over there. Woman in white says, there you are. These herbs will get that stomach of yours better in no time. The pain should go away, but promise me you won't overdo things, okay? You should call it a day and get some rest. Phew, you're a real lifesaver, Doc. Be sure to take it easy for today. I can't thank you enough, Doctor. Oh, you're back. How did things go? Recount the strange events that occurred within the well. There was that what in the well? You're telling me I've been drinking monster bathwater the whole time? Well, all's well that ends well. Now we have nothing to worry about. Well, how did they get there in the first place? What do you mean there's nothing to worry about? I'm curious though. Just how did you two manage to get rid of all of them? The Monstroms did it for us. It wasn't so hard, really. We're just gonna say it wasn't so hard. Really now, I didn't realize you two were so strong. Oh, he's just kidding. Monstroms were the ones who took care of them. The Monstroms? I didn't even so much as notice them. I found them a bit frightening, but maybe they aren't so bad after all. By the way, Jake, I'm glad you seem to be feeling better. And, who's this? Oh, right. Kaya ran into the dock here, over by the main gates. Thank heaven she did. Tell you the truth, I could barely even walk. Probably because you spent all your energy trying to hide it. You're lucky you caught me just before I'd gone to visit Dr. Eric. You're from out of town then, so you're just here to visit? I would ask if she's out of town. That's right. I'm a traveling doctor studying medicine across the world. Alright then, Jake. Remember not to strain yourself. Take him home and make sure he gets some rest, would you, Kaya? Oh, you bet I will. Before I do, I have a little reward for all of you. These are from our fields, fresh as they could be. Okay, so now I have ingredients to get more food, which is what I was hoping for. Hope you enjoy them. Flour, tomato. Wow, they look so delicious. Thank you so much. Here's the crops grown from the monster water. I'm sure there's no side effects or anything. Think nothing of it. It's the least we could do to show our thanks. Come on now, Father Jake. Let's get you back home. All right, all right. I guess the doctor's joining us. Sorry for not introducing myself earlier, by the way. My name is Sarandi. Be around town while I help out the clinic, so feel free to call if you need me. Of course, it's probably better if you don't need a doctor. I get the feeling you two know your way around a little rough and tumble. Wait, what? In any case, better go let Dr. Eric know about today's incident. Be seeing you two later. Wow, that's the coolest doctor I've ever seen. Seems really put together, kind of like Carla in a way. There's something else about her too, can't quite put my finger on it. Anyway, that just about takes care of that request. Let's be on our way, Adel.
I'm just happy we could help.
So, almost maxed it. So I think we're done with the side quests. I could investigate more petals, I guess. Oh, we have to go back to the other area. Let's do that then. I could just stare directly into the camera. You're not wrong. Look at that tumble movement, chat. Using the controller and a keyboard simultaneously. It's very awkward, I might add. But we'll get there. Let's end this request and see what happens. I like I jumped instead of talking. This has the opposite of Castlevania, where I could have conversations in midair. Hannah says, welcome back, Miss Krisha. How did promoting the store go? Going full Legend of Zelda. Something like that. Well, honestly, I'm not too sure I helped them. I mean, you just gave them flowers, honestly. All I could really do was let them know how I felt. Turns out that this sewing life thing is a little harder than I expected. Miss Krisha. You aren't giving up, are you? No, you could do it, Krisha. Well, we'll say we know she could do it. Thanks, Adel. Won't let this get me down. The Petite Fleuriste is only just getting started. Making your dreams a reality is never easy. I just have to give it all I've got. Oh, right. Actually, I had an idea while running around the Central District. What do you think about putting up a sign on the street that connects it to the shantytown? I was thinking it could help bring in some much-needed bustle around here. I think that's a wonderful idea. Still some leftover materials from building the shop. Why don't we get started? Oh? We are rolling around the speed of sound. Or at least the rolling around is the speed of silver. Well, I'll be if it isn't Ivan and Largus. This is your first time here, isn't it? Well, I just thought I'd stop by during my break is all. All the way from Central District. Gah, quit making such a fuss over it, woman. Oh, Largus. I was free too, so I figured I'd come by and say thanks for the flower. Really now? Well, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming too. Sure thing. Oh, we catch you guys at a bad time though? We're about to make a sign. The time's perfect, actually. We'll say the perfect time, actually. Huh. It's making a sign for the store, huh? Well, you got me in a good mood, so let's say we lend you a hand. Even as a thanks for the flower you brought me. Wow, they are very moved by the single flower that they received, chat. Are you sure? We'd really appreciate it. We wouldn't want to pass up so kind an offer. Oh, there's Sabato again. Hell's up with this? Look at him living it up. Huh. Here I thought they'd just end up window shopping. Chumps, the lot of them. Not long after. They really like flowers, I agree. Phew, there. That should do it. Thank goodness the bistro gave us permission to set up the sign. Should make drawing in customers from Central District a lot easier now. Thanks so much for your help, everyone. Oh, it was nothing really. Repairing boats is half my resume. Yeah, I guess a job well done really isn't so bad once in a while. Oh, what softies you two turned out to be. Ah, shut it. Anyway, it's high time I get back to work. We'll be taking off now. Best of luck with the store. I know I still have a lot to learn, but it feels like I managed to take another big step in my life. So thanks, Adol. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'm just happy we could help.
She's happy we could help, chat. Receive 10 flowers. So we can overflow the Nox. That's good to know.
A vortex appeared.
So again, chat. So that's where we're intended to go. So there has to be another way to get in here other than with the Grimwald Nox. Because speedrunners definitely do not do these. Just so you're aware. That 30 minutes is not a lot of time, even with skipping cutscenes. Like, that's like maybe 5 or 6 bosses. Because keep in mind, their weapons are going to be pretty terrible. Potentially. So that could end up a lot of time for bosses. Can't do anything with that graffiti. I guess we're about done. I can briefly just kind of mess around at the plaza. So I love that Cabano didn't really advance in its plot. He still doesn't really like us. Well, actually, let's go check the tavern out one more time. Just to see if anything updated here. No quest currently available. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think I want the Nox just because I'm going to do it a bit more from like a casual playthrough kind of standpoint, but yeah, I just want to see something. It would be nice to get Hawk eventually. Not because I like him as a character, but everything else.
She's the white cat, isn't she?
How do we get higher than this? Oh, I think I see the way. Wow, you can really get up high from here. Game, please. Seriously? Can I not climb it? Well, can I at least get this? Oh, I swapped the button. That's right. Whoops.
Leave it to me.
Okay, let's at least get the shiny. That way we're at 30 petals.
Oh, this is...
Let's go.
you do something like this? Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. There are zip points on the other side of the wall. Is there a way to zip to that? Because that's how you would get in here, right? You would just angle slightly. I might explore a little bit off stream. I'm not gonna mess around with that more. You've tried to see me mess around enough.
Come on in. Can I help you find anything?
Okay, so nothing is really upgraded here. So yeah, that to me is very suspicious. I'm wondering if we can somehow zip through there with the claw. But I think for now we're gonna hold off. I'm just looking to see... Oh, there was their little boy up here. It's one chimney down. Holy mother of monstrum! Fine weather we're having. Keep up the good work. Oh, sure thing. You have my thanks. No, you're a lot nicer than people make you out to be. Plus, you got the white cat there with you, too. Pretty much always clean a chimney, so feel free to say hi if our roof's crossed again. I guess we met an optional character. I'm just looking to see if there's any obvious petals that I missed. So I missed 4, apparently. Yikes. Oh, speaking of which, we're gonna try one more thing since we're here.
Here I go.
So now that we have all sorts of nonsense, can we still somehow cheese our way into this? No, still won't let us do it. Darn. Now that we have the other technique, I think it was worth trying again to see if we could clip in to get that item early. But it's looking like that barrier a little too strong. So I think what I'm going to do is I think between today and tomorrow, I'm going to look to see if I find a weak point in this wall. It looks like you're able to potentially fall into it, so I'm not sure if maybe we have to somehow go from like this end to this end. I'll take a look around and see if I can find it. But I think chat at least knows my intent, which I think is the most important thing. We'll take a look at one more thing before we go. But then I definitely need to go afterwards. Where was this? Oh no, the treasure chest was the place I couldn't reach. I'm gonna go back to the main gates, because it says I'm missing petals, so they have to be somewhere kind of obvious, right? It could be maybe that they're just like out of bounds, like beneath me. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, you could kind of... Huh. I wish you had a character swap before then. I wonder... Okay, so I can't seem to get under or past that barrier. But yeah, otherwise when I'm looking around, I'm really not seeing where they could be. Because I was thinking they were going to hide some down here, but we didn't find anything other than, like, optional battles. The guard is too good for us. He definitely earned his paycheck. He's stopping me from getting that easy item. Yeah, unless, like, something was up here. I guess I never looked at the top of this building. But it's also very awkward to get up. Maybe I could do it from this side. We're gonna let the meter recharge a little more. Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's some easy petals, because I feel like we never really fully explored over this way. Oh, maybe because the barrier's in the way. Wow, you can zip to that from a ridiculous distance away. Okay, I'm gonna give up for now. I was trying to see if there's something easy I could pick up. I could technically get another reward for landmarks and the other thing, but I'm gonna hold off on it. I don't think we need that on this session. So let's go to a brief Let's Chat. So from the standpoint of the progress made today, we found a new mechanic to fly, not intended by the game. We found one way to skip a boss. We are doing okay on bosses. It's a little sad I can't choose to be either evade heavy or have our flight technique. So that is the downside of playing with the controller. But I look forward to testing out some new things and seeing where it goes. But I think for now, from the standpoint of Ys, I'm going to take a little look between the streams to see if there's some kind of gap I can exploit. So that way more time is spent playing the game rather than messing around. And I think what I'll do for the people that are watching it on the VOD, I'll probably just shortcut some of me messing around. I'll probably do some transitions here and there just because it's not the most exciting thing ever when it fails. But when it works, it's very interesting. But I think for now, we're going to say so long to YouTube and stick around for a little bit more chat, as I did promise we would be playing some Lacrimosa soundtrack. Otherwise, if you're watching from YouTube, I recommend you go check out the game itself, because we played it on the YouTube. But in any case, so long YouTube, and thanks for watching.